have an agenda, and the agenda is a satanic one. I don't know why people don't talk about it. You can't talk.
Yo, they just empty.
I want to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cups. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm.
Now, live from American Family Insurance Studio at The Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. And I'm here for the action.
And none but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The movement continues.
The marathon continues.
How you doing, DJ Brother Z?
Hey, here we go again, Tory.
We go again. And how y'all doing out there in Radio Land, Truth Nation? Thank you for joining me this Wednesday, September 4th, 2024. And we got another powerful conversation for you to listen to today. So I'm gonna need you to open up your ears, okay? Now, joining me this Wednesday is Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith. How you doing, Tony Smith?
Good to be back. Good to be home.
You was out on vacation.
I guess you can call it a vacation. I had a wedding in Canada I had to attend. So I kind of stretched it a couple of days and made a little vacation out of it.
Okay, so
it was really a wedding.
So you was at a powerful wedding.
I was at a powerful wedding, Hindu wedding.
Oh, okay.
A lot of ritual. It's the 3-day event. It's not like a 1-day ceremony. It's a 3-day event.
A lot of culture.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Yep.
A lot of cultural ideas going on.
The service was, we got there at 6, left at 10:30.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and there was like no dancing, not like what you're thinking. No dancing, no nothing. You get there, there's some hors d'oeuvres. The bride comes in. Then they start with all the rituals. They do a ton of rituals.
Like they don't say for richer, for poor, for better, for worse.
No, none of that. No, they did a ton of rituals. Like a lot of us, they actually gave, because they knew they had a lot of non-Hindu people there. Mm-hmm. So they gave you a menu of like what they were doing. It was basically a little piece of paper that
itinerary.
Looked like an itinerary on what was going on. So you could follow it. But it was when I say the dude was up there talking and the rituals took 2.5 hours. That's what it took.
To bind the souls together.
To do all their stuff and then official.
So do the person do vows? Do they say something?
They don't necessarily have vows like that. There was one part where they were asking questions of their mate, like essentially the vow part was that, where like, okay, do you promise to whatever it is?
Love me forever.
No, there was none of that.
I mean, that's
I don't know. I'm just trying to marriage.
You said asking a question.
No, and I know what you're saying, but I'm just saying like those kind of ideas are.
Can you say what kind of question you heard? Or did you understand the language?
What can I remember? Most of it was not in English, but some of the vows were. So the ones I can remember, like she was saying, like, do you promise to, include me in financial decisions and take, my input, stuff like that. It wasn't like, oh, do you promise to love me and cherish me? And those weren't the questions that were being asked.
Let me know where the money goes.
It was a lot of them were like, do you promise not to
cheat on,
make fun of me in my nope, none of that. It was a lot about almost like include me in the decision making things.
I want to be a part of this.
Right. Don't just do
aspect,
stuff.
Yeah.
Don't just do stuff without me. Respect me. It's more those type of questions.
Okay.
Right. And then the
other
groom
person
had
said,
he had his own set of questions which weren't the same as hers.
Would you have
took a little different line of questioning? But these are traditional questions. It's not like they
did you like? I'm talking about you seen a traditional American wedding.
I've seen them,
and now you've seen this Hindu type wedding.
Yeah.
Which one would you prefer?
The Americans is way shorter.
Okay.
You talking about
do you?
One-day deal?
Yes. Do you?
Right.
Yeah.
A one-day deal over because now this wasn't an arranged marriage, because arranged is like
we talked about this.
We get together and our kids are going to get married. Like they don't have any. You know what I'm saying? That's arranged.
Was this arranged?
It wasn't. It wasn't arranged like that. Like my buddy's mom was talking to another lady in the community. And she just happened to have a daughter, and she's like, "Oh yeah, my son's single too. He's this age, blah blah blah."
But that's a part of the culture. They can hook people up.
That was more of a they set up a date,
a family
type of thing, as opposed to an arranged marriage.
Would you like an arranged marriage, or would you like to be random? Like in America, you meet somebody and you go get married.
Unfortunately, I'm tainted by the American way, so I don't know if I would just be okay with getting put into something. If that's your norm, then you're going to be okay with it.
Do you want the Prince Hakeem? You want whatever you like.
I want whatever you like. I want whatever I like.
Yeah.
I want whatever.
You want her to do whatever you like.
I'm gonna be okay with my mom saying, "Hey, this is going to be your wife. Take it." And because
what if she was just groomed for you? Especially for you.
But they don't do that either.
Oh,
they ain't groomed for nothing. It's like this is a good partnership. Your family's got a nice family. We got a nice family. Put those two together.
Keep it in the family.
That's what
that's what the
arrangement is about. It ain't how you look. Is she attractive? Is he attractive? It ain't none of that.
Wait a minute. So you can't. It don't matter if they missing teeth and all that.
I mean, I don't know.
Come on now.
Not an arranged marriage. I don't think so.
Oh wow.
I think they just arranged because the family. You got an affluent family. I got an affluent family.
So that's all that count.
I think that's the main thing. Making it work on a business type level. Make sure it's going to work that way. We got similar values. Our families are kind of similar in that way. But that's why I say I'm more too Americanized, where it's based on looks, emotions. The marriages are based on
financial.
It's not in America. It's not really. No, they don't. That's not. It's not like a partnership in that way. Not a business partnership.
American marriage is built on like the Cinderella
more emotional stuff. Yes. And the over there, like everybody was married. Everybody at the wedding, all the older Hindu people, they were married forever. They've been married.
Do they believe in divorce?
I'm not 100% sure. I didn't dig in like that, but I know, all the parents they were talking about, they're all married. And I was meeting younger people, like, I'm 56. There are people younger than me that are married. I swear, I was talking to this one kid, and he had to be about. He was 40 max. At the most, he was 40. He was already married 15 years.
But that's tradition. That's the way.
That's what I'm saying, though.
He didn't see
another young couple. I'm like, y'all are young. How are you? The other thing is they're all like, I was meeting these people, and a couple of them, they're Indian. The whole area is predominantly Indian, and man, these young girls were at the party. I swear to guys, the girls were 12, 13. It turns out they were 21 and 24. These two girls that were there. And we were talking to.
What is the earliest they can get married?
I don't know, but they weren't married. But one was already a doctor.
At 14?
No, 24.
Oh.
She was 24. She was she was still in some school, but she was on her way to be a doctor. The other one was a nurse. She was getting ready to figure out like if she wanted to go pursue the doctor route.
Oh wow!
But that's what they're on. They're like they ain't playing around. They ain't coming over here to do a regular job.
They coming over here to give you a checkup.
They come over to do the big stuff.
Right.
They come over to do the big stuff. It's crazy.
Hey, look. Speaking of schooling, there is a situation that's going on And this is a horrible situation that's going on down in Georgia. At least 4 killed in a Georgia high school shooting. Sources say at least 4 people were killed in a shooting in a high school in Winder, Georgia. According to law enforcement sources, are saying that about 30 or more were injured, although it's unclear how many of the injuries, how many there were wounded. But it's a huge mass shooting going on in Georgia right now.
Did school just start?
School just started. We got some audio on this, DJ Brother Z. Let's listen.
To a press conference happening now from authorities.
Office. We're standing on the campus of Appalachia High School here at Bexar County Schools. First and foremost, I want to lift up our community. I want to give our sympathies to our community, our school system, our kids, our parents that had to witness this today. Obviously, what you see behind us is an evil thing today. At about 9:30 this morning, we received the first call that there was an active shooter on this campus. We're not releasing any information as far as injuries, but we have multiple injuries. This is a very, very fluid investigation. It's very early. And I have asked the assistance of the GBI and the agencies here behind me today, and there are multiple agencies that responded this morning to help us and help the sheriff's office. We do have a suspect in custody, and we are asking for your patience as the media to please let us get the facts that we need to make sure we get this right. Again, I've asked the GBI to help us, the sheriff's office, to help us along with this. I know this is not what you want to hear, but I'm not going to answer questions after this is over with. But I wanted to give you the respect and our community the respect to let them know what was going on initially. We're in the process of reunifying our students with their parents. Obviously that's chaotic, but we want to be respectful of them and their privacy as well. I want to thank the state, the federal agencies, the local agencies that showed up today. As you can see, the multiple EMS and fire from other agencies that responded today. Again, I ask that you lift up Bexar County Schools, lift up Appalachia, lift up our agencies. This is going to take more.
Affected negatively by this school shooting. But once again, we have school just starting and this type of incident going on.
Yeah, I'm crazy. It just started. I mean, are you waiting for school to start before you?
Right.
Sometimes stuff goes on at school. Kids get depressed, or and then they go home and one day they're like, man, that's it. Then they come back to school, but school just started. Nothing could have happened that quickly or upset you that much at school that this early in the school year you're going to come back and shoot up the school.
Well,
it seems like they were just waiting for school to start.
They say they have a suspect in custody, according to authorities. Once again, this, when you hear stuff like this, it just makes you cringe because innocent lives are being affected. Now you got to start trying to make sure that everybody's and the families are united and understanding where their children are, or how bad the damage from the shooter, and if the shooter's still here, and if this is the guy that they have in custody is the one that did the shooting, then we're going to have even more information coming out.
Yeah. Hey man, this is I don't know what's got to happen. I don't even know what's going to happen to stop all the school shooting stuff. What's it going to take?
I'll say this, when you're not, you would think that some people would be monitoring their kids enough to know when they may be
in trouble
or going close to the edge or going through a depression. Or I used to watch these movies where the child would do a drawing, a weird drawing, and then people would see the drawing and they would question, why did you draw this and things like that. Are people even paying attention or listening to these young people. Not that to say that it would have stopped it, but it's like these people when their child go do something like this. Oh, we didn't have no clue,
Right.
Like, so are you monitoring the behavior?
Paying attention. Not paying attention to the kid. That's the only thing I can think of. Right. You're not paying close attention. I mean, if they're that troubled.
That's what I'm saying, But we'll keep everybody updated on another school shooting down in Georgia. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversation with Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
And that's Tory Lowe, bringing you all the action and all the smoke. Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
It's Dr. Ken Harris, and you can watch me now live on YouTube every weekday from 4 to 6 p.m., and you can watch the best radio show in Wisconsin by going to 1017 The Truth on YouTube. Watch me explore the issues which are shaping our community while also having fun discussions, pop culture, current events, all kind of stuff going on right here on YouTube right now by subscribing to 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk is now streaming live on YouTube.
Calling all big thinkers. The world's climate is changing. These aren't new facts, but it means we must think in new ways about how we can live, prosper, and provide energy for our world while protecting our planet. Engineers are answering the call to create cleaner, safer, reliable energy. Solar power, harnessing the power of the sun to light all corners of the globe. Wind power, channeling a simple breeze to bring electricity to our homes. Hydropower, using the natural flow of water to generate electricity. Nuclear power, engineering advanced reactors that are safer, more reliable, and produce zero carbon emissions. Engineers are leading the way and empowering the next generation. Engineers answer the call. Brought to you by the National Academy of Engineering. Learn more at nae.edu.
Black and Brown Runaround 5K is a diverse group dedicated to empowering others and overcoming obstacles. Their mission to bring unity to the Milwaukee's Black and Brown communities and support those in need. They partner with Lead to Change, a nonprofit that's changing lives by equipping young people with the tools they need to succeed in college, their careers, and the community, ensuring security and stability for all. Together, we can build a stronger, more united community. Black and Brown Runaround empowers everyone to be able to run the town.
We're here.
You brought me to a cornfield to see a scarecrow?
Well, the mortgage lender said the money for our home is in Scarecrow.
I think they said escrow.
Oh.
There's a lot to learn when buying your first home. That's why UW Credit Union offers home loans with local expertise and a lowest closing cost commitment to make the journey easy. UW Credit Union. Apply today. Equal housing lender.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show, DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Joining us this Wednesday, Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith in the building. Tony Smith.
Yes, sir.
I've been scrolling on social media.
Really?
I've been scrolling on social media, and I ran across a couple of your posts that I thought was interesting.
Oh, here we go.
Because you always posting stuff.
I'm posting stuff.
And you asking questions on social media. So I wanted to bring it to Truth Nation.
All right, bring it.
Because I want Truth Nation to,
to weigh in
on some of this.
Let's hear it. What you got? Which one did you?
You issued a warning on August 27th. You issued this warning. You issuing warnings to people.
That's right.
Okay.
Y'all heads up.
It says, don't be so busy trying to impress /please in the early stages of dating that you make someone fall for a person you really aren't. Warning.
Warning. Yes, shots fired right now.
Can you break this down? Can you behind the logic of this post?
Yeah, something everybody can relate to is like you meet somebody, right?
Right.
And okay, I'm not like this person. So you go out. All right. Obviously there's part of you. I'm gonna be on my best behavior at first date.
This is the grace period.
Right. First date. I'm gonna be on my best behavior. But as you continue to talk to the person, and they call it, I think, nowadays they call it like they're love bombing you. The girls are saying the guys are love bombing.
I thought love bombing is when you get somebody, then you start treating them wrong, and then they say out for the leave, then you love bomb them to bring them back.
No, but it's a similar concept. But love bombing also in the beginning, where the guys are pouring it on thick.
Okay, well, what if that's I really feel this way?
It's all right to feel that way.
Is that love bombing?
But that's not how you're going to be when everything settles down. When you settle into the relationship, you know all that love bombing is going to go away.
Yeah, unfortunately.
It just is, right? Yeah. So that's why I say.
It gets real.
And, like, if you, like, are just getting to know somebody and they are like, oh, yeah, I like this, I like that, don't conform to them to try to please them, to try to win them over. Because you got to be you should win them over being yourself. That's essentially the point.
But hold on, people want to be swept off their feet, T. Smith.
They do, but they
want you to sweep them off their feet like the knight in shining armor. They want you to come in
I'm sweep
and
you off my
carry
feet
them
doing
across.
me.
They want you to carry them across the threshold.
All right, but then after I get across the threshold, I'll just drop you. Now you're in love with me, and I drop you. Now what you gonna do?
Well, I already got you because I already set the stage.
That's what I'm saying. I already set the stage. Now I'm disappointed.
And this is what I always told people. A lot of people are in love with the grace period.
Oh, 100%.
And not what's really actually going on. So they're overlooking certain things because of the grace period. They were overly indulged in going out on a date, on the exciting part. So they know this person is actually capable of doing it. But when it's not happening anymore,
and that's
the real person.
That's part of what the warning was. It's like you're going to set yourself up for failure when you make that person fall for you. They're not falling for you because that ain't you. That's you trying to get somebody. You trying to win somebody,
or trying to get to the cookies.
Right. You be your regular self.
If I'm trying to get to the cookies, I'm trying to because I tell people you got the before and after of a person. You got the before y'all get intimate, and then the after y'all get intimate. It's 2 stages, So if I'm trying to get you, I'm trying to, sell you me.
Right.
I'm not going to show you the cracks in the basement.
Correct. I'm going to show you the new paint job, the new the kitchen we just did.
And some of it ain't even the paint job. It's siding over the cracks.
Right.
Right.
We put some wallpaper up to cover it up.
Right.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's the warning. If they fall in love, if you put on a show, and they fall in love with that character,
you got to keep the character.
Don't be upset when they mad and complaining when you lose that.
But if you don't do that, you may not get the girl you want. Because so many people are willing to do that.
But you're not getting her anyway.
Hold on, but what I'm saying,
you're getting her temporarily.
Okay, but hey, that's better than what you would have had.
I guess
if you would have went the normal route and just say, "Hey, this is me," you probably wouldn't even got it.
If you okay, but see, what's going to happen is you're going to put on the fake you. They're going to fall in love with the fake you.
Right.
Then you're going to go back to the regular you. They're going to leave you, and now you're going to be in love with them.
Now you're in trouble. And a lot of men are under pressure to impress.
100%.
Especially with social media right now.
Yeah,
DJ Brothers,
it's just out there.
If you dating somebody, look at social media. They want to have the big, elaborate ideas going on.
Right,
and sometimes you got to compete because.
Remember the whole thing? I can't take you to Cheesecake Factory on a first date. Like, that type of stuff. Like, come on.
But what I'm saying is the pressure now with the social media is so high now that when you try to get the one you want, I'm not talking about something to play with, not to stay with. I'm talking about just the girl that you like nowadays. You got to sometimes go above and beyond what you would normally do just to catch their attention, to get them to notice you, and then work it from there.
Right.
Do you feel this way, DJ Brother Z? Like somebody?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. And that's what I'm saying. That's why a lot of people get in trouble. I'm telling you, don't. I mean, it's one thing to be nice and maybe, do a few things, but you got to at least be 90% yourself. You can go out of your way a little bit, but don't go crazy where you're setting the expectation too high. That
don't take her to an expensive restaurant.
Well, I mean, if you're not going to maintain it, no. Or say, hey, I don't normally go to these type of places. But
I thought this was interesting.
Right. We had a great first couple of dates. I want to do something special now that I'm, starting to think that there's some potential here. Let's do this. But this ain't the norm, right?
Well, I'm going to tell you this. Chad Johnson, he recently revealed. Ocho Cinco, he recently revealed that his first date with his now fiance was at a McDonald's drive-thru. Now they getting married.
They just drove through?
He just took her to the
drive-thru in the Bentley?
Drive-thru, at the McDonald's, and she didn't care.
He drove through in the Benzo?
I don't know how he did it.
He didn't drive through in the Chevy.
He took her on the first date to the McDonald's drive-thru, and she had no problem with that. But she was already riding in a nice vehicle.
She's already with him. So
she ain't finna. The McDonald's part ain't the factor.
The part, no. If you riding through McDonald's in a Porsche, you're gonna be cool.
Yeah. So she already know, okay.
I'm sure she already knew who he was.
Come on now. All I'm saying is, but he's trying to say that he's marrying this woman because she's not like that. She's not one of those people that's caught up on the fancy things.
But she's a gold digger.
But what I'm saying is, does that make her not a gold digger because she pulled up to the McDonald's drive-thru and she was riding in a Bentley?
Riding in the car, yeah.
Yeah, so if she was in the passenger of the Bentley,
can't tell then.
Hey, you could have took me to, you know what I mean?
Let me pull up in the Ford Taurus.
To Wendy's,
see what you want to do.
I would have got the biggie bag if you driving up in the Porsche.
You can go for a walk on the beach. Come on in my Ford Taurus. Right. Let's go. See how they react.
Oh, you saying that it does matter the material idea. All I'm saying is, if a brother trying to do something really nice for a person when they meet them, sometimes you got to overdo it. Sometimes brothers feel like they got to overdo it because of what's out here.
Because like you said, social media set them up. The girls thinking like, they got to come real. You can't be coming with no weak stuff.
Hey,
really?
And ain't no telling how many people after them, and like I said,
I don't understand. Listen, I don't understand the concept. Like, I don't even know you. What makes you think that there should be some kind of extra special treatment? Maybe maybe after a couple dates when I do know you. I don't even know you right now. I saw you.
So you're not going to go all out.
Well, first of all, I saw what you look like. That's the reason I'm talking to you. Like, if you're on someone's, my buddies are on these dating apps. They're on Bumble and all this other stuff, right? So they'll show me a profile, right? I see the picture. Okay, she looks cute. And then you read her little intro. I'm like, first of all, I don't know you. I see a picture of you. Why would I believe any of the stuff you're saying about yourself? You're talking about yourself.
Right.
Are you going to say something bad about yourself on a dating profile? No, you ain't saying none of your red flags. You're saying all positive stuff. Oh, I like this. I'm a positive. I don't know that. I just know you got a cute picture. I enjoy
long walks.
I got a cute picture. You look good. I'm going to see what you're about. That's all I know right now. So why would I take you on a 3-week vacation to Hawaii and I haven't met you yet? No, I don't know anything about you.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, you better do something because you ain't going to get no attention if you just pull it up and say, hey, this is me. Yeah, this is who I am.
I'm too old for attention anyway.
Let's go to the regular dagler and let's get married.
My first
That's
date.
not going to work.
We're going to sit on the bench in the park.
You're not going to no regular dagler and they going to try to take you to get married.
We're going down to the lakefront, sit on the bench and watch some water.
And eat some handmade sandwiches that you made.
We're going to watch some water move and talk.
That's it?
We can grab a coffee on the way. That's it. That's a good first date.
Okay.
The key to the first date is talking.
Right.
Like, you don't go to a movie on the first date, somewhere where you can't talk, to a club. You don't do none of that. I can't talk to you.
So let's go for a walk. On a bike trail.
I'm going to go sit down. I'm going to drive down to the park, sit on the bench. I ain't walking around.
Watch the waves crash up against the rocks.
Crash. Let's see what your life is about.
Hey, ladies, hit me up on the talk to text. Let me know how y'all feeling about this. When we come back, we're going to have a pop culture report with Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Cousin Subs is spicing things up this fall with a new sub and a delicious shake. The Chipotle Cheesesteak Sub with either grilled-to-order chicken or steak features pepper jack cheese, sautéed green peppers and onions, jalapenos, and Chipotle ranch dressing. And that's not all. Pair your Chipotle Cheesesteak with a new pumpkin pie shake and your taste buds will fall in love. Order in-store, online, or via the mobile app. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Dr. Ken Harris with his truth.
An integrated strategy, including infrastructure, community involvement, education, enforcement, and legislative reforms. Yeah, we've kind of heard that before already. It can correct pretty much anything, right? They use it for everything except reckless driving in Milwaukee. I want you to consider this now. Expand the number of police officers in neighborhoods where reckless driving is happening, punish with fines, extended license suspensions, use speed and red light cameras. We need to inform people about the repercussions of reckless driving, and then we need to follow through with punishment. We need to continue to build speed bumps, roundabouts, narrow the lanes to help traffic slow down, and while you're at it, designate some space for bicycles and pedestrians only. We need to encourage the use of mobile apps to report reckless driving since you're on your phone anyway. And finally, promote local and state legislation that successfully combats irresponsible driving. Yeah, we've heard that before, but no. Just enforce the laws we already have on the books. And by combining this, Milwaukee drivers can enjoy a safe environment that lowers reckless driving, all the risks that come with it. Why? Well, this needs to be the Common Council and the city's primary focus. So perhaps next time there won't be that, dead on arrival traffic bill in Milwaukee Common Council or that traffic bill in state legislature. But then if you're driving, you might want to be careful. I mean, the next thing that's dead on arrival could be you.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris, weekdays from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Tony. Thank you. Far too kind.
Entertainment, current events, and trending topics. You get it all on the Culture Report with the Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith on the Tory Lowe Show. Here is your host, Tory Lowe.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Pop Culture Report. We got Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith in the building.
Yeah.
T. Smith, you recently posted something that I wanted to bring on the show. You got a couple things. You've been going crazy online.
I've been quiet the past week because I was out of town.
You've been posting.
I'll be posting.
Yeah, you be posting. But this was interesting, and you was talking about something that a lot of people are starting to notice. And is it a problem? But you said, I'm curious as to why I'm seeing a divide online. Seems like you have to be Team Caitlin Clark or Team Angel Reese. Why we got to pick sides?
Yeah, because I'm sure you see it too on social media. It's always they're pumping up one person and then they got to rip the other one.
But didn't they do this to Larry Bird and Magic Johnson?
No.
Wasn't it a competitive ideal out here, like the Celtics versus the Lakers?
It was Bird versus Magic, but it wasn't.
Right.
Bird's Great Magic sucks. It was never that.
I lie. You know, some people from Boston said that.
No. It was saying,
they were saying
it was saying I like Bird better than Magic. They were never like putting down the other person.
Right. Okay. Well, I do see people that's willing to go as far as to discount the skills.
Correct. Right. They
to
prove a point. Down somebody. Like they always talk about Angel Reese.
Like you do Jordan Love. Yeah.
Angel Reese misses all her shots. That's why she gets offensive rebounds. I'm like, bro, she's a rebounding monster.
She's a different style.
Right. They ain't the same type of player. Like she's a rebounding monster. Why? It doesn't matter.
That's like comparing Dennis Rodman to Michael Jordan.
100%. They're totally different players. Right. So, I mean, it's just, and then they're talking about all the flagrant fouls are against Caitlin Clark. Well, what does that tell you? Like, there was a post. I'm like, what do you mean? Well, it tells me that Caitlin Clark's a little guard and Angel Reese is a big power forward. Right. Who's going to flagrant foul her? No one.
Right.
That's like saying, no one was flagrant foul in Meta World Peace. Like, no kidding, they weren't. They weren't flagrant foul and the big enforcer on the team, like Rodman.
And back when you was coming up, they had people that was in the game just to foul.
They had straight goons that are coming there to beat you up.
Y'all 100%. Had the goon squad coming off the bench.
They had a goon.
Just straight hack.
Dudes coming in. I'm about to use 3 or 4 fouls.
Hack-a-shack.
Come in the paint if you want to.
They talked about it. They bragged about it.
Yeah.
The Detroit Bad Boys.
But I didn't even but hack-a-shack is different. You just wasting fouling. We're talking about people coming in to beat people up and hammer them. That's what, So the fact that they're doing flagrant fouls against Clark, like, so what? 'Cause she's the threat to put numbers up on the board.
Okay, so what I'm saying is this a part of the game, or is there a focal point on Caitlin Clark? Are people focusing on her because she's getting all the attention? She just got in the league. Even Angel Reese, because it seems like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese is building the league right now off of this controversy. It seems like the league is getting more attention than it ever has. There's more marketing dollars now being spent on this league because of this type of debate. Is it just marketing?
Yeah, it's no. I think it's just culture, the social media culture that's out there today. They, they for some reason there has to be negativity, and I think it has to do with getting attention for your post.
Right.
Or, you know what I'm saying?
It got to be some drama.
It got to be some drama. It got to be some negativity.
Because they're not going to listen to nothing else.
Right. They don't want to see anything positive or happy or nothing that's not anything that's not controversial. So they just, they want to they want to bring somebody up, then they got to put somebody down.
Right.
That's the other piece of the post.
And that's why I say that, like, the peer pressure online now, anything goes. There's no rules to the game. People can just, discount somebody. Like, I never liked when they said LeBron James was trash.
Right.
I never liked that because he's not. But to prove a point, people will go that far to say, I hate him. He ain't got no skills. He flop. They'll point out all the negative things that they can think of just to discredit the fact that this man not only became the first billionaire basketball player, you can't do that without no skills. You got to be good on the court to even amount that type of advertising dollars and things like that. Not only did he do that, he brought it. Then when he brought his son along, they was upset about that. So, like I said,
they're gonna be upset about anything.
Yeah, it's just you can do anything out here, and somebody's gonna find a way to say something
like
online.
I say, the correct way to look at the Caitlin Clark Angel Reese thing is like, man, we got 2 dynamic rookies in the league that just came in, both nice, right? Caitlin was the 1 pick. I think Angel Reese was like 7th pick. There's plenty other girls that got picked that are good, right? But they just because of what happened in college, they pit these 2 against each other. I don't like you speaking negatively about a high quality player. I mean, they're both very good players, and I don't know how you can speak negatively about either one of them. To me, it just don't make sense.
It doesn't.
They're both good.
Plus, they just played together against the USA team.
Right.
They played together. They was high-fiving.
Right.
They're not enemies. These people
they don't feel that way.
Right. These girls are playing into a narrative, and it's causing people to pay attention to the league. And to me, I think that it has become like a dark marketing strategy.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you gotta look at it like, listen, like I don't know if you ever seen that story where some of the guys on the Dream Team, like LeBron, D. Wade. They're talking about when Kobe was on the team and he was facing Spain, playing against Pau Gasol, right? They were telling him, like, Kobe's going to come out and set the tone. Now, Pau Gasol is one of his good friends on the Lakers team, and they're playing against Spain. And he says, I'm setting the tone tonight. Kobe, this is Kobe talking. He says, I'm setting the tone tonight. They're going to run this play. I know the play they're going to run. Pau's going to set this screen. And he said, I'm running through him. Meaning, I'm going to run right into his chest and knock him down. Mm-hmm. And D. Wade and LeBron are like, no, you're not. That's your boy. You ain't running through. You ain't doing that to him. And he said, I'm running through him. And they said, sure enough, first play, they run that play. Kobe runs him right down, right through his chest. Bam, knocked him down, just setting the tone. But again, this reminds me of this whole Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese situation. Like, this ain't personal. Kobe and Pau were buddies.
Right.
But, hey, we playing right now. This is about basketball. This ain't us going out to dinner. I'm your buddy off the court. This is basketball. I'm not running into your knee trying to break your leg. I'm running through your screen and knocking you over, though.
But that's the competitive nature of the game.
Right.
And
it's all
like football.
It's in the game.
I tell people, like, football players have to feel like they can destroy.
Right.
I mean, that's just the mentality of the game.
It's one you have to have in that sport, though. You got to have an aggressive mentality in that sport to survive. The rest of you going to be in big trouble. Speaking of football,
the Packers
is here. The NFL is
wait
here,
a minute.
baby.
When we come back, we're going to talk about the Packers because I don't want to go to break. When I want to hear what you got to say about this.
No, you want to hear what I got to say about Jordan Love. That's what you want to hear.
You got that right. Because I need Truth Nation to hear this.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversation. Pop Culture Report in the building with Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app at 1017thetruth.com. Need a way to hype up your day?
This is Southside Serious.
Southside, this is 1017 The Truth, and you are our Gruber 5K giveaway.
Oh, man, I can't believe it, man. You guys are so great, man. You're doing so much for the community. I really, really appreciate you guys.
What would you do with $5,000?
I got two boys. I got an 18-year-old. I got a 15-year-old, and, man, I'm gonna give it to them.
Stay tuned into 1017 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
What if one day you went to your secret hiding place? You know, that spot that only you know about? And instead of what you came for, you found something a little different. What if instead of your private stash, you found a simple phone number, 1-800-662-HELP? What would you do? Would you stop and give it some thought? Would you make the call? The truth is, all drug use comes with risk. Before those risks become real, before drugs turn your life upside down, before drugs take their toll on you and your family, know that there is help. You can quit. If you or someone you love is struggling with drug use or prescription drug misuse, call 1-800-662-HELP for 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral, or go to samhsa.gov/thereishelp.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
1017 The Truth is the proud home of Marquette Hilltoppers football. Tune in Friday night as the Hilltoppers open up Greater Metro Conference play against the Brookfield East Spartans. The football action kicks off at 7 p.m. on 1017 The Truth. Marquette University High School football is presented by Gruber Law Offices and sponsored by Capital Insurance Agency, Magic Productions, Annex Wealth Management, C.G. Schmidt, Left's Lucky Town, Boyle Frederickson Intellectual Property Law, and Marquette University High School.
It's 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. They're the window and door equivalent of hitting for the cycle. Pella manufactures all of their own products, and each one of those products gets tested thousands of times to ensure it stands the test of time. Quality craftsmanship and innovative design are built into every Pella product for timeless beauty and performance. Order by September 30th and get as low as $18 per window and $81 per patio door per month. Visit PellaWI.com today.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Once a packer, always a packer. Like Shakur, call me Tupac. I'm green and yellow.
Green Bay, it gets scary. Halloween day, scream face. Bloody Mary, secondary, Jordan, mean face. A-Ride got them all side, free play. That's a cheesecake on a hot plate. Hail Mary, yeah, Aaron to Devontae. Green
101.
Yellow as canaries, Eliante.
7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show, Pop Culture Report.
He got to make a new song.
Brought to you by Marquette Hall of Famer T. Smith.
Ain't no more Aaron Rodgers to Devontae.
Packers versus the Eagles this Friday. And if you don't have to go to Peacock, you can watch the game here in town on TMJ4.
Oh, you do? You can?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice.
Look, let me tell you something.
What you got?
We got a great game coming up Friday with Jordan Love, who's now getting the praise he deserves and the check that he deserves because he is the man.
Okay.
Hey, he is the man. The Packers have made it official.
I heard it.
That check that hit the account. Okay. But we got some people. And when I said you turn a deaf ear to Tory Lowe, but when First Take with Stephen A. and all them people get to talking, that's when you open up your ears. Okay, let's listen.
You're giving them the ring. I thought I was high on the Packers. Seriously.
When you start talking about Romeo Doubs and Christian Watson and Dontavius Wicks and Jaden Reed, and then you look at two really good tight ends in Tucker Kraft and Musgrave, and I think they got better at running back. The big question I had about their offense was offensive line. They drafted Jordan Morgan in the first round. They're going to start him at guard. And then on the other side of the ball, Rashawn Gary came off ACL 2 years ago. I think he'll be much better with Lucas Van Ness. So to me, when you talk about a team that's going to be young to begin the season, but get better as the season goes along, I like Detroit and Green Bay in the NFC Championship game and the NFC North showdown. I like Green Bay winning that game. And then I like Love over Mahomes in New Orleans winning the Super Bowl.
Your Super Bowl winner.
This one's easy. It's the Green Bay Packers, and Mina alluded to.
Oh, you're like all in on this.
They are young and they are deep.
You're giving them the ring. I thought I was high on the Packers. Seriously.
When you start talking about
Now, when they saying it on prime time,
when
I was saying it, I was getting
Mike
a lot of pushback. Hold on, I was getting a lot of pushback, but now
Mike's about to get some pushback too.
Hold on, wait a minute. He made valid points. He made great valid
very
points.
Good points, but he took it too far.
Oh no,
he took it too far.
See, this is where I say this is where
he took it too far.
I tried to help you get on the love train. I tried to buy your ticket for the love train.
Do you have the Packers winning the Super Bowl?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Okay. How much are you putting on that? I'm gonna bring my money. Z, you gonna hold the money?
Let me tell you something. I didn't already make the bet at the sports book.
I'm talking about me and you bet.
Well, like I said, what you trying to do?
I'll give you some odds too.
All right, let me tell you something.
$100.
Let me tell you something.
5-1.
Let me tell you something.
I'll bring my 500 in.
You trying to make the bet? I already made my bet. I didn't already put my cash in. You too late.
I want some of your money.
You too late. No, you too late. I didn't already put. I can't.
He said I'm too late.
I didn't already do my bet for the year out there on the at the pot of water.
I want some of that Tory Lowe money.
At the pot.
I want some of that Tory Lowe money.
At the sports book. All right, but what I'm saying is that
you got to take it for the Packers to win.
Hold on,
I want to see it.
Let me tell you.
I don't believe it.
Okay, I on Tory Lowe Tuesdays. I showed it.
I want to see it.
Hold on. All right, so check this out. Check this out. You still haven't apologized to
and I'm
Truth
still
Nation.
Not going to.
Hold on, you ain't still came on the air and apologized.
Truth Nation, you get nothing from me in the way of an apology.
For how you be hating on Jordan Love.
I'm not hating on him.
Since day one.
I don't have as much confidence in him as you do.
We're going to give you a little room to backtrack.
I'm not backtracking. I do not feel as good about him as you do.
See, look, he going to take it to his grave. Jordan Love can win the Super Bowl, and he going to say he ain't going to win another one.
No. I wouldn't say that.
He can't win another one.
I wouldn't say that. If Jordan Love plays this season well, then I might say, okay, now I see it.
Now I get you get you that cheese head.
I'm already a Packers fan. You don't have to.
I know, but I'm talking
it's just about being Jordan Love being the next
But
guy.
I need you with the cheesehead saying Jordan Love is the greatest.
No, he's not the greatest, though. Even if he has a good year, he's not the greatest.
Oh, wow.
The greatest?
No.
See, you're just going too far.
But I just need you, because you went too far.
I gave you an inch.
Hold on,
you think you're a cowboy.
Hold on, wait a minute. You went too far with saying that Jordan Love wasn't the man.
I said he ain't going to be here in 5 years.
He ain't going to be here in 5 years. He got a contract for that.
Doesn't mean he's going to be here.
So what, injury?
No.
Here we
hopefully
go.
not.
Like,
we don't want no injury.
He's just going to flop out. You expected Jordan Love
to
dud out.
I don't know if he's going to be the guy. What's the problem?
Hey, look, I'm going to tell you right now, Jordan Love right now, this game Friday, it's going to be a long season. Let me get your predictions on how many wins.
Wins? I'll give him 11 games.
Okay, we right there at the same frequency. Yeah. I say 11 games. Packers win 11 games. Okay, well, then you didn't pick it up. See?
Nah.
That's what I'm talking about.
You thinking I'm a hater.
See, I'm rubbing off on you. See, I'm pouring in the energy.
All I said is Jordan Love is not a future Hall of Famer.
Look, you know what? I can monitor your heart right now, and it looked like the Grinch that at the end of the Grinch that stole Christmas, when he realized he shouldn't have took the toys, your heart is starting to expand, man.
I didn't see that movie.
Starting to break the frame, I'm trying to tell you. I know I need a little work on.
I got 11 wins.
I know all
I
do is had to do a little work for you. I got 11 wins too.
There you go. So you're in the same with me. So are you a hater too?
No. What I'm saying is, I said this. I already said this.
We're on the same boat. Then.
The regular season 11 wins. I'm saying it's going to be a powerful playoff.
Oh, hold on. Time out.
Go right ahead.
Time out. Z, last year, remember what was our bet? 10 games.
I said 10 wins.
10 wins. Now.
10 wins.
He included the playoffs in his 10 wins.
Everybody accepted it. It went through.
Because Homer said that he could.
So that means he gets 11 wins, including the playoffs.
Okay, but this is regular season. 11
wins. How are you going to do that? Are you going to get in?
This is another.
You can't do that.
I don't see how you say that he's going to
be hard to get 8 wins and then win 3 games in the Super Bowl.
You didn't want to upped it because you didn't jumped on the bandwagon.
I've said
last year.
I said 11.
Look, you don't upped it. You upped it.
I don't include playoffs in my 11.
You said 8 wins, 7 wins.
My 11 do not include the playoffs. Yours does.
Well, if I said 10 wins,
that was last year. Right now you said 11. How many wins including the playoffs this year?
All right, then all the way to the Super Bowl. 11 wins and then the Super Bowl, yeah.
Okay, so 14. 14?
Yep.
14 wins. You heard it from Tory Lowe.
I said 11 regular season wins.
I heard what you said.
And they can challenge for the playoff.
Okay. Well,
that's exactly what I said.
And they can win the playoff. And so 14 wins total.
Okay, let's run. If you want to mix it up, that's how you want to mix it up.
I'm saying 11 wins.
I didn't say 14 wins.
I said
11
regular season wins.
I said 11.
You said 14 total.
I said
you can't change your format.
In the playoffs.
Make up your mind.
Look, I got to talk to Homer the truth.
Whatever.
I got to talk to Homer. Let me go. Let me go see how. Because every time you're trying to devise it,
I'm not.
I got to go talk to. I got to talk to Homer.
I'm trying to set the goalposts right now.
If Homer said it to 14 after this conversation,
I'm
gonna come back and say it to 14. I think it's 11.
Let's go talk to them together.
We gonna have a discussion. And then we gonna bring it back to the air.
We got you on. We got you on record.
No, we got you on the record.
You're on air. We got this tape.
We got you on record.
Make sure you mark this
See how
so we can bring it back.
Up? See, I like it when you switch it up.
Mark this last couple of minutes, we can bring it back.
It doesn't matter
14 total wins.
When you looking like womp 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 at the end of the season, that's all that counts.
They're going to win 11 games.
Don't be trying to ride the wave.
11 games.
Don't ride the wave now.
They're going to win 11 games.
All right, look. Thank you, Tony Smith,
Jordan
for
Love
the Pop Culture
MVP,
Report.
Though.
See, here you go. Here you go. See, now that's a whole nother discussion. But look, I appreciate you for the Pop Culture Report. T. Smith, even though you be hating on Jordan Love, we still love you.
Not be hating.
Hey,
not be hating. Hey, be who you are. Don't be somebody else.
That's right. Look,
that's my last message.
When we come back, we'll have more conversation. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
1017 The Truth and Associated Bank have teamed up for our Black-owned business give back. Each quarter, we'll be giving away $6,000 worth of free commercial advertising for 3 months to 5 Black businesses. To sign up for your business's chance to win $6,000 of commercial campaign marketing on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, visit blackbusinessgiveback.com. That's blackbusinessgiveback.com. Let's rebuild our community's backbone through exposure on the truth. For official rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank, member FDIC.
Join the Truth Street team sponsored by UW Credit Union. Saturday, September 14th for the Black and Brown Run Around 5K at Veterans Park in partnership with Lead to Change. The Black and Brown Run Around welcomes all runners, walkers, and families to enjoy this incredible community event at the lakefront. They will have food, entertainment, and an opportunity to support and uplift Black and Brown business in the greater Milwaukee area. So mark your calendars and join us on Saturday, September 14th for the Black and Brown Run Around 5K at Veterans Park in downtown Milwaukee on the lakefront.
More than 6 million kids in the U.S. have ADHD, and many aren't getting the support they need. At understood.org, we can help. Sometimes in class, the only thing your child can focus on are the thoughts racing through their head.
Why am I always falling behind? Why do I feel so alone? So different.
Your child is looking to you for answers. But as a parent, you probably have a lot of questions too. What should I do next? Where do I even start? At understood.org, we provide parents with the resources they need to help kids with ADHD thrive. Your child wants to thrive. Be the reason they do. Visit understood.org/the reason to get started.
You said you'd never buy your kid candy from the checkout aisle. Or forget extra diapers. And never give in to a meltdown. You'd never lick your thumb to clean their face. Never let them have too much screen time. And never bribe them for just one more bite. You say you'd never let them out in public without their hair brushed. Never, ever become a minivan mom. And you'd never give them your phone for a quiet dinner.
Calling boss work phone.
So when you say you'd never leave your child in a hot car, no, it can happen. Cars get hot fast, and kids can be at risk in temperatures as low as 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 1017 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show. We got the queen, the advocate, the author Elizabeth Brown in studio.
Hey, yo.
What's happening then?
Hey, you already know. You know what I'm saying? It's hump day.
Hey, speaking of hump day.
Yeah.
You know, T. Smith put out a warning, you know.
Oh, yeah.
You know, to say, don't fall for the presentation that usually happens.
The representative.
When you meet somebody.
Yeah.
And they can't continue that energy because it was more of a love bombing idea. I call it the grace period.
The honeymoon.
My granddaddy used to say you can only stand on your tippy toes so long before you come down flat-footed.
Come on.
So
real talk.
I think when we talk about that beginning stage of meeting somebody, like I was talking with Tony, I was just saying that a lot of times with the pressure of social media, that in order to get the woman you want, a lot of people feel that they have to go over to get the attention to reel her in.
All facts.
And then they get left hanging because that wasn't the true them in
All
the first
facts.
place.
Eventually, the real you have to show up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Real talk.
it's interesting to watch.
Yeah,
the Facebook post now.
Oh yeah, it's
Because-
definitely because I mean it's real situations that's happening and it's real conversations that we need to have, especially in the Black community. Because again, the Black man and woman, the issues that we're having, a lot of our ideologies and thoughts aren't our own.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we've been programmed a certain way to think, look, and act a certain way. Because when you think about when we go into these jobs, we got to act like somebody else.
Right.
We got to talk like somebody else.
Code switch.
We can't even wear our own hair in a lot of instances, you know. So, again, when you play with the mind of a people who can't be who we are, we have to appease everybody else but ourselves. So it's a real issue when it comes to us being ourselves when we in relationships or when we get home because we done played a part so long.
Right.
It's just like when you say as an actor or as a rapper, you can't be the rapper 24 hours of a day.
Right. You got to
You know
know
what I'm
when to
saying?
turn that off.
You got to know when to turn it off. But again, when you've been programmed, because when you think about us, from the time we go to school, college, regular life, we done had to put on to look a certain way, to be a certain way,
To act a certain
when
way.
we was talking about yesterday with the education.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Even to the point where Black people, we can't. People was telling us don't make no name up for your kid because when they see their name on the resume, they ain't gonna get the job. You understand what I'm saying? So even to the point of our creativity of naming our children,
Was under scrutiny.
period. And there was a script we had to follow for our children to be accepted or to even have a chance to get a job during the interview period. You understand? And my name being Elizabeth Brown, I done got to a lot of interviews and they figured out I was Black. And you get that, oh, you're Elizabeth Brown. Of course.
Yeah, it's me.
That part. Keisha. You dig what I'm saying? But yeah.
Right. Well,
all
Tory
right.
Lowe usually don't, I don't get no flack from that.
Hey.
But the thing is,
done got
when you had to change up who you truly are
Facts. Your whole
to
life.
be accepted.
Come on.
I'm talking about in relationships, at the
Yes.
job.
Hey. Facts.
And not to say who you truly are wouldn't be accepted.
Yes.
But it's just saying to fake it till you make it is running heavy.
It is.
And, people trying to impress others, sometimes you lose who you truly are.
Facts.
And then you don't know.
Or not even to the
it become
point,
a blurred line at
not even
some
to the point of losing. You never really know who you are. Because again, when somebody asked me, I think I was 35, and somebody asked me, who are you outside of being a mother, outside of being a
Right.
sister, outside of being a co-worker, outside of being, you know what I'm saying, whatever you are. Who is Liz to Liz? You understand? And in that moment, I didn't know. Because I became who my parents wanted me to be. You understand? I became what I felt would be presentable in the public's eye. Because again, we're being groomed and programmed at every turn, even to the point of how we look every day and what's being programmed to us on how we should look. What's the proper attire that I'm supposed to wear to be taken quote unquote seriously? How do I supposed to speak to be taken seriously? You understand? So when we go to talking about these labels and being our original self, we have to ask ourselves, do we really know who we truly are?
And the thing is, when we talk about identity,
yes, that's a crisis.
And as a people who have been stripped, of the identity,
the original.
So we've created a whole culture. And they call it pop culture, but that's influenced by our creativity.
Yes.
And they call it pop culture, and they say Michael Jackson was the king of pop because he was influencing the country.
Right.
And the music that we were making and the way we were dancing and the clothes that we were interested in.
Correct.
And they just call the Black version of culture pop culture.
Correct.
And that's why we had a pop culture report, because a lot of things that people wear, a lot of the commercial ideas, rap, hip
It's
hop,
us.
we influence in America, and they are coming up with clever ways to say, oh, this is pop culture.
Right.
And then they take it and buy it and use it.
Yeah, they're going to box
to
it
enrich
and sell
themselves.
it. And we don't receive anything out of it. So when we go to talking about these relationships and being your original self, when you really don't know who the hell you are from the jump. So when you go to talking about, you know, the representative that you meet when you meet people.
Right.
You know, in identity crisis, in our community, it's real. And they would label that a mental illness, but at the same time, this is how we've been programmed, because they understand that they stripped us of our original selves. And then when we be talking about the kids, how we gonna get mad at the kids for doing what it is that they do? And the way this city is ran is due to the fact of the failures of other adults that we elected and put in certain spaces. So again, they mad because we took it and we done something else with it. But the original idea of who we were was stripped from us. And we did the best we could with what we had. So now we're talking about relationships with me and you. If I don't know who I am, I don't know who you are. I've been sold this ideology of monogamy. I've been sold this ideology of, you know, one man, one woman, and that our bond in marriage should be with the state so the state can step in and I have to pay them. And if I wanted to leave you, all of these ideologies are not ours.
And a lot of people are starting to recognize this. You know, a lot of people are starting to try to find out and dig deeper.
Yes.
Because a lot of things we were pitched were beneficial
of everybody else.
To the government, to other ideas that were getting money.
Facts.
We talk about divorce. Well, who wins at that?
Hey,
you know,
the government.
Who wins at when you buy the license to get married?
Come on, the government.
So everything around the idea, even with the kids, child support, everything that come to separate it and break it up, it's not in the benefit of the two that's
people,
actually coming
not
together.
At all. It's
unless they can gain an advantage through the system. And a lot of people have started to play the system, you know, and take advantage of some of the things that may not be for the benefit. But now if I know how to take advantage of it, then now I can use the system so I can win, at least in this game that's being presented. Yeah.
Because the game, like I said, we've been programmed. And the sad part about that is when, you know, like Tony Smith was talking about, when you have to show up, when you have to use your representative damn near 24 hours of the day, only when you ain't sleep, you ain't using it, you dig? But at the same time, if you've been programmed since a child, like Slim Shady said, can the real Slim Shady please stand up?
Right.
When do you know? You understand? Because again, especially as black folks, we've been trained. So when you go to peeling those layers back to yourself and you ask yourself, who am I really? What is my character? Because I've been programmed, the character building that I've been programmed, I got to look this way, I got to talk this way. When you think about the videos, the music, the movies, when it projects us, because right now, if you truly think about it, there is no black TV shows that represents, outside of the reruns of the Cosbys and Living Color, A Different World, we don't have anything that's truly positive.
Right.
You understand?
And the sad part about it is they know that when you put positive images out there, like how the Cosby Show was.
All facts.
And then he went on to have the black college idea in those, A Different World, you know, how the kids are able to go to college. And we saw Morehouse and all of that, those black college ideas in A Different World. Like, people were starting to want to go to those black colleges and things like that. Because when we was coming up, it took me a while to, you know, I knew about the University of Wisconsin-Madison, you know, some of the Big Ten schools and things like that. But when it was very few black colleges that we understood other than the mainstream. But it's a whole bunch of them.
It's a whole bunch of them.
So when you start doing your digging and start looking, or if you don't have an adult around and say, hey, let's go on this trip to tour black colleges, and here, let me show you all these different opportunities.
You don't know?
Right.
And in our day, remember, it was a big thing to wear the HBCU college sweatshirts.
Right.
You know? It was a real big thing in our era.
And hip hop,
in the 90s, yeah.
And in the hip hop, they used to wear a lot of that, the
Facts.
red, black, and the green, and the big earrings, and the flags and stuff. X-Clan,
hats.
Public Enemy. Everybody had to have a little consciousness in the music.
All facts.
To bring it to the forefront. Now it's like the dumbest music make it to the forefront because they know the power of imagery and video.
And drugging, drinking, and that's a real issue that we're having in our community right now with the drugging.
Right.
I said our culture, we promoted drug dealing, and now, this is a culture that's
do the drug using. They talk about it.
Period. And we wonder why addiction is so high.
And the sad part about it is some people will say, well, you should know the difference between art
we're talking
and real
about,
life.
No.
I'm telling you, the art really shapes
facts.
A lot of the ideology.
Yeah.
I used to wonder why people would take a 2-minute music video and shape their life that whole summer around.
Facts.
The fashion, the cars, the attitude, the energy.
Yes.
They would take that video because it was hot, and then they would transfer that into their real life, not knowing that video was manufactured.
That's a whole machine, though.
And it was a lot of rental going on. It wasn't a lot of real ideas. Even now, a lot of athletes are saying that their jewelry is fake.
And
Tyrese was just on the Breakfast
Club. That's the smartest thing they could ever say.
And said that, hey, my stuff is fake.
Because it ain't about the person that's wearing it, And I used to tell my daughter that all the time. Like, it's not the clothes you wear, it's the person that wear the clothes. The man make the clothes. Clothes don't make the man. So in reality, when you go to really thinking about it and how they set up, because again, everybody benefiting from the black community but the black community. When we do these videos and all of that, we were a people who was told we had no value, so we started to buy material things, which made us feel like we had some value. And so now they're pushing these, we're still promoting, the MTV cribs where people playing like, they having certain type of money. When you watching Unsonged and all of these rappers and old school R&B artists and blues artists die broke.
Right. We're starting to see the end of a lot of the careers. And
Kanye West.
The smoke and mirrors. I always tell people, we, Generation X.
Fools go.
We was the last generation that was able to play outside till the street lights came on.
Facts.
And
drink
now,
out the water hose.
From that point to now.
Yep.
We have seen a lot of drastic changes, even with technology coming on the scene, and how we are able to go from being able to meet the neighborhood kids, no social media, going down the street, meeting your friends at school, and having to meet up outside.
Facts. House phone, to dial up.
Now this generation, they meet online.
Yes, they
do.
To
them, it's the same thing as being outside.
Facts.
In mentality, because they don't even know what that is.
They don't know what it is. And at the same time, it's causing so many other issues because, again, the obesity that's in our children because they're not getting outside, getting the exercise, the fresh air. They're not doing any critical thinking. It's, these apps, again, they have mental health things going on online right now because they're saying that the depression of these children, because they're seeing, lifestyles of the rich and famous pretty much on these apps. People put up their best pictures. They don't put up that they struggling.
Right.
You understand? So again,
everybody living good on Instagram.
Hey, that's a whole nother.
I see a lot of people struggling on Facebook because they begging for people to get the Cash App.
Right.
But on Instagram, they suing Instagram because there's lawsuits against Instagram because they're saying it's psychologically messing up the children.
And again, when you think about Instagram and TikTok, because the algorithms that we be talking about when they showing what happened, what they show in Korea versus what America allows to be shown, to our children. Every time you scroll, you seeing twerking, Every time you scroll, you seeing, men dressing like women, doing jokes, and what they promote on our algorithms is totally opposite of what everybody else is getting. And so that's another part of the programming and the conversation that we really need to have when it comes to relationships.
Well, I'll say this, when I look at it all, I don't want nothing to do with all this new stuff. I don't know. I just don't see it going nowhere because it's all over the place. Ain't no foundational ideas.
Ain't no rules.
And it's what I can get from you. Whatever I can obtain from you, that's why I like you. I'm going to obtain this. If I can obtain this, and there's no reciprocity. Like, okay, you get this, it's just, if I can get this out of somebody, I'm going to deal with them, or I'm going to talk to them, or I'm gonna go over there and see her because of this, or I'm gonna see him because of that. But other than that, if that ain't there, then I'm gone. Like, ain't no sticking it out to working it out. Like, my grandmother stayed with my granddaddy till he died.
My mother and father too.
So when I looked at that, I was like, man, like that's
what you want.
And not to say that they had a always blessed,
correct,
perfect relationship.
Yes.
Nobody who stays together for a long time and living life and growing, that's not going to happen like that. But what I'm saying is that is the image of what I think is, okay, we got to stay together for life, to death do us part. When you take this mate on, and then you find out, okay, that's not the case because you believe in something, they believe in something.
And y'all got together. Trauma bonding on something else. But the reality of that is, like I said, that's because we have to learn exactly who we are. Because, again, the imagery, what we're portraying every day, those lines are so blurred on who you are and who you pretend to be, that when you lie so long, you start to believe it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what they say. If you tell yourself something over and over again,
it becomes real.
Right.
But not only that, that's what we're saying with the music. People don't understand that spells are being cast. Every time it's like, every time you say it repeatedly, you telling that to every being cell in your body. Right. You know what I'm saying? So people that feel sick or say they sick, they become sick. So again, we have to understand the power of our words. And like I said, get to a point of teaching our children what value is, because they know the cost of everything and the value of nothing.
Well, look, when we come back, there has been a school shooting, a high school shooting in Georgia. We got some updates. I think Vice President Kamala Harris is talking about it. She had said something about it at a rally. We're going to try to see what's going on, get updates on the situation. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Thank you, Truth Nation. Your willingness to share your stories with our community has helped make the Tory Lowe Show a 2-time First Place Wisconsin Broadcasters Association Award winner.
Hey, I'm tapping in for the Milwaukee County Jail. Yeah, man, they treating us real bad up in here, man. I mean, they can have us sleeping in feces and urine. They took the batteries from us, told us there wasn't no batteries in stock. I ain't never heard that in my life.
We do this all for you, Milwaukee. We are the award-winning 1017 The Truth, Milwaukee Black Talk.
What distinguishes Old National Bank from other lenders in helping people buy their first home and furthering their small businesses?
One thing that really makes us stand out is our grants. We have 2 really big grants right now specifically for first-time home buyers buying in Milwaukee County. The first one is for $15,000. They have to be buying within Milwaukee County and reach certain income limits. And then the second one is for $20,000, and that is through the Federal Home Loan Bank of Indiana. We're headquartered in Indiana, as you know, Denise. So that is a second grant, and that is really the highest, most robust grant program throughout the entire southeastern Wisconsin area. So it's up to $35,000 essentially that a person could be receiving for their first home. If you are in a position that you're looking to buy your first home throughout Milwaukee County, please give me a call. Please contact me. I'm more than happy to help everybody that I can.
And what's your number, Anna?
Sure.
How can they reach you?
414-978-0283.
Adrian was seriously injured when a careless driver merged into her lane.
Gruber was there for everything that I needed. Any questions that I had, Gruber was there. They made me feel like everything about my situation and my accident was very important to them, and that made me feel good. And I would definitely call Gruber again for that.
Serving Wisconsin for over 35 years, Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
They go above and beyond for their clients.
Life's better with American Family Insurance, because whether it's a family road trip in your dream car or hosting a family reunion in your dream home. We help you feel protected so you can enjoy those dreams with peace of mind. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Milwaukee Public Schools is getting ready to welcome students back to the classroom. The first day of school is September 3rd for all MPS students, and if you haven't enrolled your child yet, now is the time. They offer a wide array of school options to meet the unique needs of your child. Go to mpsmke.com/enroll MPS for more information. You're always welcome to visit MPS Student Services Building at 5225 West Valete Street for help with enrolling. Stop in between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Thank you for choosing Milwaukee Public Schools.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Tory Lowe here with Cousin Subs. My friends at Cousin Subs are spicing it up this fall with a new sub and delicious shake. The Chipotle cheesesteak sub with either grilled to order chicken or steak. It features pepper jack cheese, sauteed green peppers, and onions, jalapenos, and Chipotle ranch dressing. That's not all. Paired with our new pumpkin pie shake, and your taste buds will fall in love. Order in-store or online or via mobile app. Cousin Subs, we believe in better. Hey, tough. We got to head over to Georgia where a high school shooting took place. 4 people were killed in the shooting at the high school in Winder, Georgia. According to the Georgia Bureau of Investigations, another 9 people have been taken to hospitals with injuries. This is what the Bureau is saying. Kamala Harris is at a rally or something going on right now, and she had made comments about what happened. DJ Brother Z, we got that audio. Let's listen.
So before I begin, I do want to say a few words about this tragic shooting that took place this morning in Winder, Georgia. We're still gathering information about what happened, but we know that there were multiple fatalities and injuries. And, you know, our hearts are with all the students, the teachers, and their families, of course. And we are grateful to the first responders and the law enforcement that were on the scene. But this is just a senseless tragedy on top of so many senseless tragedies. And it's just outrageous that every day in our country, in the United States of America, that parents have to send their children to school worried about whether or not their child will come home alive. It's senseless. It is. We've got to stop it. And we have to end this epidemic of gun violence in our country once and for all. You know, it doesn't have to be this way. It doesn't have to be this way.
This is just something that continues to happen. School just started.
Yep. Just started.
And once again, my condolences go out to everybody that was affected in a negative way by this tragic shooting. But here we go again, you know.
Yep.
Early school time, kids are being terrorized.
Yes, where they're supposed to be safe.
I'm hearing that they have someone in custody.
Yep.
But when we talk about situations like this where children, when they go into school now,
it's not even safe.
They don't feel safe, you know, so, you know, it's a tough. I think a lot of people are starting to realize the ideal of homeschooling.
Yep.
Because not only is the schools have the potential for being shot up, the education, the way that they're being, you know, it's not where it's supposed to be. Correct. So there's a lot of things going on in some of these schools that are making parents raise eyebrows. the parents is blaming the school and the school is blaming the parents.
Come on. It's a messy divorce.
It's definitely a messy divorce. Some people may resort to saying homeschool may be the way. Keep the kids at home, homeschool them. But then again, you talk about school shootings and then you finally break it down where there could have been some issues, with the child, whether in school or at the home, and no adult picks up on this. Are they paying attention to the child? Even if the child was getting bullied and coming up with ideas to retaliate, did the parents, have a sign to see that this was going to happen? Here in the city where kids get upset and put things on social media, people started to take that serious.
Yes.
Like, were there signs that could have prevented this?
I mean,
we don't know.
But when you think about it, and this is a good time to talk about, the being able to see certain signs, especially now when your kids is, you in the hustle and bustle of going to work, they going to school, majority of the time you ask some kids like, how you doing? They've been programmed to say I'm okay until they not.
The adults are programmed to say okay.
So when we're talking about, us being our true selves, but we don't know who our true selves is because we've been pegged with saying that it's okay. I've been trained to say that I'm strong, that I don't have no issues, that everything is good. It's time to start, pushing back on that, saying it's okay not to be okay. It's just not okay for you to hurt somebody else.
And the thing is, I always tell people you got to be conscious that not only are you going through something, the person that you're walking past every day
is going through something.
Hey. And I think that we have to become more aware of this, of the struggles that happens on a day-to-day basis outside ourselves. And when you don't pay attention or don't have the empathy to look to see and you get caught up in your own world,
right?
That may come back around in a way that you may not understand or, how did I not see this?
Right.
And many times we react to things that fall through the cracks or, maybe we miss something and then we react to it. But I think that now is the time to really start, paying a little extra attention to everybody around us because some people are suffering and not to say that you have to go and commit and harm innocent life. No. But I think that some people, when they hurt so much or when they feel a certain type of way, they want to inflict pain on others.
They bleed on others not knowing. Because, again, hurt people can only hurt people, and a person that's healed can heal somebody else. But the reality of that right now, it's pivotal that we understand that we're in a time where the helpers need help. The people that everybody was going to for help right now needs help. And so the people that were helping, the people that was getting the help, they still need help as well. So now you're having, again, right now, the anxiety levels is high, the depression is high, because like I said, those of us that are helpers, right now we need help.
Right. And when you talk about help is in many forms. Because I tell people, don't go lose everything by giving everything you have.
Correct.
Sometimes that's not help.
Nope.
Help is when you become a resource, resourceful. There's plenty agencies and ideas out here that the tax dollars are paying for.
All facts.
And so I got really good at making sure that I'm able to connect people with resources.
Right.
And then challenge those resources on doing the things that they need to do with the money.
Correct.
And so, and also using social media when those resources fail too.
Correct.
Because everybody do a little, nobody ain't got to do a lot.
All facts.
At the end of the day, I think it's now more than ever, we got to start being more loving and understanding of everybody's plight and struggle, because even the good people, like you said, are struggling.
Yes.
In this time. I've seen people come to me and they said they never thought that they would have had to come.
I'm telling you.
They would have never thought that they would have had to call me for assistance, and they've seen other people go through the different issues, and then now
watched.
It's their turn to come and try to get the help.
I tell them all the time. I say you have to understand that the cycle of life is going to happen, and that's why you should choose to be active. You need to have empathy for other people. If you can help. If nothing but putting a prayer up, because now we're in a trying time now. Like I said, those of us that are upstanding citizens, the good people are getting caught up in bad situations. Right. Those of us that have been giving to the needy, we're the needy.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So right now, it's pivotal that everybody understand that things have got real, and the only thing that's going to change the trajectory of what's going on is love. The ability to be able to be present, not in the past, not think about the past and not think about the future, but being present and understanding that it's okay not to be okay. What's not okay is when you start to try to create victims, when you're hurting and you want to lash out to somebody else that haven't done anything to you. That's where the problem comes.
And many times that's the outlet.
Correct.
I've been hurt, I'm going to hurt somebody else.
Facts.
And that's a low vibration.
Yes.
And we got to start to vibrate higher, because at the end of the day, it's going to only make things worse.
Yes.
And I've seen people with a small problem go out and lash out and create a big problem.
Facts.
And the lashing out doesn't make you feel any better.
It don't.
And it also causes that energy that you put out there.
What you feed
is going to come back to you.
Hey, I tell people all the time.
So you're tripling.
Yes.
The energy,
and
the negative energy.
And you're spinning the laws of karma. Because what you don't understand, what you put out in this universe is what you're going to receive. And that's the bottom line. You're either, where your attention go, where your attention is where your energy flows to. So if you can feed the negative energy, or you can feed the positive energy. Whichever one you decide to feed due to your free will, it gets bigger.
And there's nothing that can't be worked out.
Facts.
I always tell people, before you use that energy to do and go and destroy, try to figure out and use that energy on how to make it a positive outcome for not only for you, for those that are around you, because you don't understand how your actions negatively affect those around you.
Facts.
So when you go out and do something,
it affects
it's not
a lot of
only
people.
you.
Yes.
Because now other people have to get involved.
Yeah.
Because it's getting bigger.
You throw a rock in the pond, those waves go all the way out.
So I say, stop and think before you react, because sometimes that initial reaction may be a valid energy of anger, but the way you disperse it outside into the universe.
Oh yeah,
you got to be prepared for the the aftermath. And I think that we put ourselves in bad situations because we feel a certain energy and it's justified.
Yes.
But the reaction and what you did with that energy by feeling that way was not.
You are absolutely correct.
And that's where the problem comes in, because now it's like
a chain of reaction.
A huge forest fire burning because you want to burn down everything. Yep. But you got to realize, once you start destroying things,
ain't no coming back from that.
Yeah, because now you have to be held accountable for your actions.
Correct.
So I always tell people that's not the right way to handle when you're upset by lashing out, because now what you could have done is found a way to use that energy to solve the issue and move on.
Yes.
Now you're spending more time in the negative energy, and once you lash out, now other people feel you can't.
You opening the door.
You can't dictate what somebody else is going to do once you open that door.
Facts.
So you may have felt a little bit about it, did something to somebody, they feel a whole lot about it, then they come at you with a whole lot that you didn't expect.
Correct. Yes.
But you felt justified in bringing that on yourself. And that's tough.
And knowing that it's a chain reaction, we have to think twice and react once, because like you stated, whatever it is that you do is a chain reaction to that, and you can't stop or predict what another person, how they're going to take what it is that you've done. So the reality of that, like I said, when you think about how we were programmed again, we were programmed to forget all of the million things that you've done right and hold on to that one thing that you've done wrong. That's how we're programmed. The worst thing that a person ever did to you, you remember that, and you done forgot the 899 good things that they've done.
And that's sad.
So the reality is to switch it. We got to turn it right side up,
and
because
be
right
grateful.
now it's upside down.
And
gratitude.
Grateful. You got to for what you have.
You got to have the attitude of gratitude.
I never understood why people treated the people around them bad, but strangers that they wanted the acceptance from, they treated them better than the ones who have already accepted them.
Facts.
So do you want the acceptance or do you want the neglect?
We don't know what we want, but the reality of it is if I've been getting the neglect, this is where I feel like it's righteous. When you come up out of something, trauma builds an ideology that makes you feel good. My daddy used to always say, just because it feel good to you don't mean it's good for you.
Like that cheeseburger.
All facts.
But I'll say this. It'll be 5 people in your life that treat you well.
Facts.
Matter of fact, they'll tell you, hey, don't do that.
Yes.
Because the real people that really love you, they're going to be like, hey, I see you doing this. I see you moving this way. Maybe you should reconsider that.
But they're going to call you a hater.
Okay, so what I'm saying, these are, and I never understood why people go against somebody that love them, that actually have shown them that they care. I never understood that logic.
We've been trained back.
It happens, but like I said, there are people in people's lives. It don't matter what situation I have to encounter. If it's something that if there's a lot of people around, I'll be like, who told this person not to do that?
Facts.
Somebody, the person that told them not to do that, come talk to me.
Yeah.
Because they was paying attention.
Right.
And then that person, sometimes we chasing things or we look at things and view things as if, okay, if I can obtain this, even though they treat me bad, if I can prove to this idea that I'm worthy, but it never never turns around to be worthy or not. It just always turns around to bite them in the backside. And the people that were there in their corner all the time, I see this all the time. And now that ripple effect of not really paying attention to those that really love you, to those that would get up at 2:00 in the morning and come get you,
right.
to those that if you ain't got a meal that's put a meal on your plate, you're doing all of this for somebody or things that don't even care.
Don't even care enough to be there. I had to tell my daughter, I said, you have to give the attention to the people that's showing you attention. If a person walked out of your life, why would you give all your energy to the person that left and you overlooking the person that's there? But again, when you think about how we've been trained, I mean, when you think about your day-to-day actions, because my daughter had a story for me because I was, she was a sophomore in high school and, it was just a bad day for her. And they called me because they had never seen her, act the way that she acted. And I pull up and I'm heated. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, now I'm wasting money because I got to come see about you and what it is that you're doing. And she told me, she was like, Ma, you don't understand. Because a lot of times we can't see, or it ain't that we can't see, we don't want to see from our children's perspective because we like, well, we paying rent.
Right.
You got this and you got that. You got the iPhone, whatever. Right. But if you slow down and just really listen to your kids. Because when she broke it down for me, she said, Mama, I get what you're saying. And I know what you're saying is righteous. And it's like I'm in a sea. She said, I'm in a sea of people and I'm walking towards the sun and I know this the right way. But everybody else walking to their death. And it's easy for me to just turn around and go with the flow instead of fight the current.
Well, the Bible says broad is the path to destruction.
Real talk.
And narrow is the way.
That part.
Okay, so
that's work,
the
though.
Narrow way, the harvest is right, which is huge, and the laborers are few.
Facts.
So the people who are going to make the change is the few.
All facts.
And like I said.
But it's hard as hell.
It is.
To be the few.
And it is because the chosen always heavy is the head, But look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Everywhere in America, families are struggling with an all too common problem.
She missed school again.
Again?
Something is going on. She's secretive.
Should we check her backpack?
When you suspect a family member has a substance use disorder, it's hard to know what to do next.
We need to talk to her.
Starting the conversation is the first step to getting help. Visit SAMHSA at samhsa.gov/families for tips. Or for treatment referral, call 1-800-662-HELP.
Black and Brown Runaround 5K is a diverse group dedicated to empowering others and overcoming obstacles. Their mission to bring unity to the Milwaukee's Black and Brown communities and support those in need. They partner with Lead to Change, a nonprofit that's changing lives by equipping young people with the tools they need to succeed in college, their careers, and the community, ensuring security and stability for all. Together, we can build a stronger, more united community. Black and Brown Runaround empowers everyone to be able to run the town.
Oh my gosh, Benjamin, did you know that we were just featured on Last Week Tonight with John Oliver on HBO?
We on HBO, Juice?
Bro, we are literally on HBO. Everybody keeps texting me and sending me the clip.
Why are you serious, Juice? This is big. This is national. Everybody around the world is seeing this.
No, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna toot our horn a little bit. Toot, toot, because we are definitely national. But I mean, what else would you expect from us, okay?
This is crazy. My mom just texted me. My sister just texted me. My girl just texted me. My dog Hazel just texted me.
Listen, everybody I know is about to become a Juicy Jammer. So let them know how they can become one, Benjamin.
Make sure you tap into Jam with Juice each and every day from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Watch us live on YouTube or listen live in your car. We on 1017 The Truth.
Yeah, we are national. Now that's juicy.
It's amazing.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. At 4 in the morning, my phone rang. They said, "I regret to inform you that your husband was wounded in action." Victor sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. I was doing school full-time, and I was also then caring for Victor. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself. I just didn't want to forget that I also had goals and that I also had a life. What I did is I challenged Victor to meet me halfway. There are almost 6 million military and veteran caregivers across the nation. We have our own journey, and we can fulfill that journey at the same time that we are helping our loved one.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Another shot, she'll love me again.
Run that back, turbo.
Make it a double.
Whiskey, whiskey, won't you go away? Come again some other day. Cause a memory came out to play, and I'm tired of it, tired of it. I don't wanna wonder where she been. Where she at? She was here, now she gone again. Now it's me and all my whiskey friends, and I'm tired of it, tired of it.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brothers on the ones and twos. Elizabeth Brown in studio. The Truth is the proud home of Marquette University High School Championship football. The Marquette Hilltoppers open up Greater Metro Conference play against rival Brookfield East Spartans. Kickoff is set for 7 p.m. Friday Night Football on The Truth is presented by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. Hey, Elizabeth Brown.
Hey.
I got a question.
What's that?
I got a question because I'm seeing a lot of people, a lot of guys who say that they're good guys.
Okay.
And since you're a woman, I want to throw this out there. I saw something that says being a gentleman nowadays makes you soft.
Negative.
Okay. And a lot of people say they want a gentleman, but you know, we got the saying that nice guys finish last. You know,
right.
But
that's programmed.
But does a gentleman put you in the nice guy category to where you can be open to be treated last?
No.
I'm just saying. Because I know people, this is what guys are saying. You know?
Right.
And they're saying that they, being the gentleman, the nice guy, the thug life idea is more like, you know, they have,
real.
You know, women are attracted to, you know, bad boys. But then the gentlemen's always get, you know, treated like the nice guy, which nice guys finish last. What do you got to say about that?
I gotta say, I'm not gonna say what men are, because again, I can't speak.
I talk about as a woman,
but as a woman, I feel that a gentleman is a nice guy, but he's a whole man.
Right.
When we talk about what masculinity looks like, and that's a gentleman, a person that opened the door. First of all, a gentleman is somebody that knows who he is. You know what I'm saying? He has value in himself, so he would never disrespect a woman. Now, if she carrying herself a certain way, then he gonna address her that way. But if he's a true gentleman, he just gonna back up because he's not gonna be pulled in. When a man truly know himself, and I'm talking about straight up masculinity, he's not gonna finish last ever because he's not gonna put himself in certain situations. If a woman
well, I'll say this. The men are saying that when they are, opening up the door, doing all of this, they finish last. This is what they saying. Okay, they saying that behavior right now in these times, they seem to be finishing last. And I was reading some of the comments, and I was like, okay,
well, they need to go where they celebrate.
Right, and that's
you in the wrong pool because it's a lot of pools
and maybe
out here.
you looking at women who may not be there to appreciate a gentleman.
Again, when a man, because again, like I said, right now we're in. Dr. Umar said something online about masculinity and how a lot of men are in their feminine energy because they want to argue with women online about finishing last. But when you think about,
I don't think they was arguing. I think they was just saying nice guys, the theme of nice guys finishing
and
last.
I get that. But what I'm saying, a man that understands that he's in the wrong room, you have to make sure that you're not looking for the girls that like bad boys. Because again, who are you looking at?
The bad biddies.
Exactly. And the bad biddies like bad boys.
Hey.
So again, if you say
anything
that you
with the word bad in front of it,
gonna be a disaster.
What's gonna come out good
it's
about it?
It's gonna be a disaster. So the reality of that is you have to ask, what caliber of woman are you looking for? Again, I tell youth all the time, you can't, as a king, you can't request a joker. As a queen, if you're carrying yourself like a queen, then you're gonna exuberate that, and that's gonna what you're gonna be attracted to. Of course, you're gonna be hit on by some jokers, but you know how to pass on that.
The thing is, where I say is the vibrational energies, because we're energy too.
We are.
It's more than physical. Yeah, you may see something that looks delicious. I guess you could say it looked delicious, but is it nutritious? Is it?
No, it's not.
I'm just saying.
It's
is
the
it
red
nutritious?
40. It's the red 40.
Sometimes things that look delicious, because I think we choose things from sight at first. And sight is not the only sense you have.
No.
So I think that many times we forget that we're energetic beings.
Yes.
And sometimes we allow one idea to overtake other ideas and not use them all in circular motion where we're using all of the senses to evaluate.
A lot of times I think, as men and women, because like I said, we've been programmed to believe that this is, you supposed to dress this way, your woman's supposed to look this way, like this the life you supposed to have. Before this stuff came out with Diddy, everybody wanted to be Diddy. Everybody wanted to be at the Diddy party, you know what I'm saying? And didn't understand the backlash of what that looked like. To be Diddy girl, what you was going to have to go through to get in these parties, what you was going to have to participate in.
Right.
So the reality right now, when we're talking about, men and women and where we are, you have to understand who you are, first of all.
And the
because
truth is,
you can't be.
And that takes some time to peel those layers back because sometimes we are groomed by society.
Yes, we are.
And some people are groomed by human beings with intentions, whatever the intentions are. But I'll say this, you got to understand that there are many ways to approach life.
Yes.
And when you see all these different ways, you gotta start sitting down and saying, okay, where am I getting my ideas from?
Facts.
And then how am I going to apply these ideas?
Exactly.
Now, some people have came to the conclusion that I want to, live different from others.
Yes.
So it's not a monolith.
It's not.
In the decision.
It's not.
But what you want to do is match the person that fits Your
best,
idealism.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
And
even when it comes to the point.
It can get troubling if you don't.
It can. Because I even talk to the youth about, you not your mother. I don't want my daughter to be like me. I want her to be better than me. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm telling her the mistakes that I made. I don't want that for you. But in reality, take what you felt I did good as a mother and you become better and leave what you don't. Because that's exactly what I did when it came to me being whatever my mother did. I didn't like that my mother done. I didn't blame my mother because she did the best she could with what she had.
Right.
But I took the good parts of her and I gave that to my daughter. And that's what I'm telling my daughter to, continue to decipher the good things and leave the bad.
All right. When we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app at 1017thetruth.com. Coming with straight truth.
Contrary to popular belief and contrary to suburban idiocy, crime is nowhere near what they say on TV.
You calling me an idiot?
I didn't call you an idiot. I said some of the people that live in suburbs that are white that think about crime in the city as if it happens every day, people are getting slaughtered and killed, is grossly inaccurate. But you don't know because you're not here. You don't live here.
Listen to Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
In our community, you will find a Center for Food Security. You'll discover a Center for Behavioral Health Support, a proven Center for Home Care, a successful Center for Employment, a Center for Trauma Recovery, and more. We are Centers for Independence. Find out how you can support Centers for Independence's work and mission at cfihope.org/independence.
At Community Life Skills Center and Counseling Services, they believe everyone deserves access to support, regardless of insurance status. Whether you're seeking guidance in spiritual matters, battling substance abuse, or overcoming trauma, they offer a safe space to heal. From family counseling to navigating grief, domestic violence to fostering healthy relationships, their diverse services cater to your needs. But they're more than just counselors. They're educators too. So reach out to them at 414-226-5604. Your breakthrough is just around the corner.
Calling all big thinkers. The world's climate is changing. These aren't new facts, but it means we must think in new ways about how we can live, prosper, and provide energy for our world while protecting our planet. Engineers are answering the call to create cleaner, safer, reliable energy. Solar power, harnessing the power of the sun to light all corners of the globe. Wind power, channeling a simple breeze to bring electricity to our homes. Hydropower, using the natural flow of water to generate electricity. Nuclear power, engineering advanced reactors that are safer, more reliable, and produce zero carbon emissions. Engineers are leading the way and empowering the next generation. Engineers answer the call. Brought to you by the National Academy of Engineering. Learn more at nae.edu.
Join the Truth Street team sponsored by UW Credit Union. Saturday, September 14th for the Black and Brown Run Around 5K at Veterans Park in partnership with Lead to Change. The Black and Brown Run Around welcomes all runners, walkers, and families to enjoy this incredible community event at the lakefront. They will have food, entertainment, and an opportunity to support and uplift Black and Brown business in the greater Milwaukee area. So mark your calendars and join us on Saturday, September 14th for the Black and Brown Run Around 5K at Veterans Park in downtown Milwaukee on the lakefront.
for love of the game.
There's nothing like being selected to the Olympic team.
And love of their country.
Championship of that level, gold medal, means more.
Tune into Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus Audio Network. Inside stories from Bucks stars on the agony and triumph of competing to win it all at the Olympics. It's Behind the Bucks, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and streaming wherever you get your podcasts.
Are you ready to start a meaningful career in healthcare? Are you looking for a job that fits your work-life balance? Become a certified direct care professional today and make life better for older adults or people with a disability. WIS Caregiver Careers makes it easy with free online training plus earn a $500 bonus. See your name on Wisconsin's Certified Direct Care Registry. Sign up today at wiscaregivercdcp.com. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Department of Health Services.
1017 The Truth and Associated Bank have teamed up for our Black-owned business give back. Each quarter, we'll be giving away $6,000 worth of free commercial advertising for 3 months to 5 Black businesses. To sign up for your business's chance to win $6,000 of commercial campaign marketing on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, visit blackbusinessgiveback.com. That's blackbusinessgiveback.com. Let's rebuild our community's backbone through exposure on the truth. For official rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank, member FDIC.
Here at the new 1017 The Truth, we aim to be a staple in Milwaukee's Black community. We are committed to partnering with local organizations and supporting Black-owned businesses. We are proud to call Milwaukee our city and promise to be a positive reflection of our community. We look forward to celebrating Black culture and excellence with you every day as we make history and continue to uplift the voices in our city. Join us for the journey at the new 1017 The Truth, founded by Gruber Law Offices. Milwaukee, Black Talk.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer. Our policy is to provide equal opportunity employment, development, and advancement to all current and potential teammates. If you are an organization that maintains a job bank, provides employment information, or gives job referrals, you may request to be placed on the station's mailing list for future career opportunities. To learn more about careers at Good Karma Brands, please email careers@goodkarmabrands.com.
Research shows that high-quality teachers have the greatest impact on student success during the school day. By shaping their students, they are shaping the future. Yet while actors have Oscars, musicians have Grammys, and athletes have gold medals, exemplary educators who prepare every profession are just not recognized enough. The Milken Educator Awards set out to change that by surprising outstanding educators across the nation with $25,000 prizes and providing a platform to celebrate, elevate, and activate the profession.
Erica Stevens!
The awards were created by Lowell Milken of the national nonprofit Milken Family Foundation. The journey to surprising the 3,000th Milken Educator is in full swing. Who will be next?
Honey, they chose me.
Celebrate teachers, value teachers, thank teachers.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with Associated Bank. Your money works here. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee. Locally owned Good Karma Brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. Stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 1017 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Lowe Show today. Joining me in studio is the queen.
Hey, yo.
The advocate, the author, Elizabeth Brown.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
Look, If y'all want to join the conversation we've been having today, 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017 or get in the chat as we broadcast live on 101.7 The Truth on YouTube. Elizabeth Brown, I'm gonna open up the lines.
Let's do it.
For the people out there that's listening. The gentleman. Is it cool to be a gentleman nowadays? Is it still cool to be a gentleman?
Hey, I likes me a gentleman.
Yeah, I mean, I like being a gentleman.
You know what I'm saying?
But am I getting disrespected in it?
No, you not.
Don't disrespect me now.
I ain't never disrespected you.
No, I'm talking about just
I know.
gentlemen.
I'm just saying.
No, you haven't.
You're a gentleman. You open up doors. You do all that.
But what I'm saying is, are you a nice guy now?
Yes.
And you know, the nice guys finish last.
They don't. I think when you put it in.
It's only one Liz Brown now, so I'm just saying.
All I'm saying.
It's only one.
But I'm saying
one Liz Brown. I'm talking about DJ Brother Z. Is it cool to be a gentleman now? Or they get treated.
Yeah, I think chivalry's not dead.
It's definitely not.
I think it's powerful when you meet the right formula.
It is
with the right people.
But I think too, like I said,
the right energy.
Go where you're celebrated. You understand? So if you're choosing the if she, like you said, the baddie, if you're choosing the baddie, you know what that come with.
Drama.
She was in the video. She want to be sexy red. You already know what that come with.
She on Instagram making her own video.
That part. So again, you have to know what you're signing up for. And the reality of that is, if you a gentleman and she don't like you to open up doors, then that ain't the woman for you.
Well, we go ahead to the lines. James, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Is being a gentleman considered a nice guy, making you a nice guy that may result in you finishing last?
Salute, King.
Tory, I think the only way you finish last is if you're not true to yourself about whatever you choose to do.
Powerful.
That part.
And that's just the period right there. Okay, on that. And then, Tory, I also have a challenge today. You and Sister Brown there, I noticed when you guys talk about the youth a lot of times, you're kind of like parents, so you'll give them a whooping, but then on the other hand, you'll give them the tools necessary to become a better youth or a better person.
Mm-hmm.
And I do the same thing too, actually, so I'll get on the youth and everything, but I do prison ministry as well.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a challenge to one of your callers. He calls in every day just about all the time, always trying to talk about what black people ain't doing, talking about the booty and everything else.
Oh, wow.
I'm challenging that caller to stop calling in and let us know you by what you do, not what your mouth say, because your mouth ain't really saying nothing right now. So let us begin to know you as of today by what you do and not what you say, because you ain't doing much of nothing. I ain't heard of nothing you do other than run your mouth.
Hey.
Put down black people about different things and everything. So that's the challenge to your caller. I'm quite sure you know what I'm talking about, too.
Man to man.
Hey, Truth Nation.
Man to man, amen. Hey, man to man, amen.
Truth Nation is tapped in. Hey.
Love you guys. Have a great day.
Salute, King.
Hey. Al, you on the new 101.7 The Truth, tap in.
Bruh. Well, I hope he wasn't talking about me, because not only I talk about the booty, I talk about the cat too.
Oh, wow.
But I'm glad you said that, because I'm going to tell you what I do. What I do is not for everybody's damn business. How about that? But since you want to know what I do, yes, I do things for help people. Yeah, I do things to help people. Yes, I use my money. And I don't use no damn church and use no but biblical anything. I speak from the hip and I talk from my mouth.
He want to join your program.
I will say this. You can't save nobody who can't save themselves. And you can't care about nobody more than you care about yourself. And if they ain't doing what they supposed to do, let them rot. I'm not cleaning up around your house. I'm not going to get mad if you do drugs, because it's all free will. They want to join your program. Like, they saying that, okay, if you outside, they want to help.
If you're a resource, they want to utilize the resource.
Well, utilize the resource. The resource starts with yourself. Because when you save yourself, then you can save somebody else. Yes, we are a community. Yes, we are. But I'm not going to try to save you if you ain't trying to save yourself. You got 2 legs, 2 hands, and you know how to read. Get off your black ass and make it happen. That's what you do. Everybody don't need to hold you by your hand. What's going to be next? You going to be asking them to clean and wipe your ass too? Because I'm not doing that.
They said, well, basically was what he said, well, what do you do? and how they can get involved
with what you do.
Well, what do? I help people when they in help. That's what I do. I'm not cleaning up around nobody's house. I don't believe in enabling. I believe in helping.
Right.
But you have to help yourself.
Well, we know what you're not going to do.
Before I help you.
We know what you're not going to do because you say it all the time. But what I'm saying is they're saying, okay, what can they get involved in that you do to help? Like, is there something that people can join you to help?
Well, what they can do if they want to join the help, find somebody that they feel that's worth it and help them. You don't have to take my program because my program is not for everybody. Like I said,
what's in the program now? I want to know what the program is.
What do you mean by that?
What the program is?
Hey.
Well, the program is trying to help you get a GED. The program is trying to help you pay for your college education. The program is giving you the things you need to move forward. I'm not going to hold your hand. I'm not going to lead you to the water if you know how to drink it. All right? And see, that's the problem within our community. We have this pity party. Oh, we got to help them. If you ain't trying to help yourself, I'm not helping you neither.
So let them drown.
That's how I was raised.
All right.
Salute.
All right, Al. Hey. Brian, you on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Salute.
Hey, how y'all doing? Love your show.
Blessings, Brian.
As for the question whether or not it's okay to be a nice guy and be a gentleman, I'd say I'm going to just use my example.
Do gentlemen finish last?
No, I've never finished last.
Come on, King.
But I've always been a nice guy, and I've always been able to entertain
Oh, you finished the last on the line today because your phone messing up.
Oh yeah, I'm always finishing first.
Come on, winner, chicken dinner.
Yeah, I've always finished first because I love myself first.
Come on.
That's what's up.
And I've been blessed. I've been blessed very well.
Come on.
So blessed men never finish last.
I agree with that.
Talk about it, King.
I agree with that. Blessed men never finish last, but it's gentlemen finishing last.
No, they're not.
Because gentlemen are blessed, right?
Facts.
All of that, doing the gentleman type work, even though they may feel they need to switch who they put in their energy.
Facts. You go where you celebrate.
Yeah, you can't just say, okay, I'm a gentleman, but I'm gonna take this person and change their attitude.
Right. You can't choose to lose.
Eddie, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Clowning
I know
with
that ain't who I think it is.
Good day, Tory. Good day, Liz.
How you doing, Eddie?
There's the music.
Clowning with Eddie.
I'm doing okay. I hear the music. Everybody in the neighborhood now knows about the music. Yep.
What they say, Eddie? What they say about you coming on with the music, Eddie?
A guy came up to me on Downer Avenue today probably around 11:30 this morning. And he said, dude, that music is hilarious. And they go, what do you think of it? And I said, I kind of get a kick out of it. I get it. I said, I get it. I get a kick out of it.
Clowning with Eddie.
Of course.
Okay, so Eddie, are gentlemen finishing last?
Okay, I got to throw this out there. Liz Brown, I am 1,000% sure I have dated more women than you have, correct?
You are correct.
Okay. Again, this will be the 3,000th time I've said this on 101.7 The Truth, the Tory Lowe Show. Women don't want nice men. They don't want good men because it's too boring for them. Women, like a mosquito thrives on blood, women thrive on drama. So they don't want a guy who's the insurance agent, who's stable and predictable, unless he can provide the 7,000 square foot house in Whitefish Bay on Lake Drive with the backyard of Lake Michigan and two $90,000 navigators in the driveway. Then they'll compromise their mores.
That's why you
single. I'm single by choice. By choice, Elizabeth. Every married guy I know says, Eddie Botafuoco, You are smarter than I am. I went to an Ivy League school. I got an MBA at Harvard. You're a house painter. You were smart enough not to get married. You're my king, Eddie. You're my king.
Oh, wow.
Hey, that sounded a little aggressive.
That did sound a little
That's
aggressive.
what they say.
You know, Eddie.
I'm out there for all the married guys. I'm out there for all the married guys out there. They can live through me vicariously like one would have lived through Jordan during the 80s and 90s. Do you see what I'm saying?
I'm listening.
I'm here for them. I'm here for them, Tory. I'm what they could have been. Long hair, sassy mouth, no regard for responsibility. Everybody's pissed off all the time. I'm telling you.
You're a little sassy.
I've got it made.
Sassy in the
I've got a
mouth.
motorcycle. Yeah. Yes, Tory Lowe. Yes, school's back.
I'm listening.
Clowning with Eddie.
So here's the bottom line. Women want, they say that, they get on Oprah and Dr. Phil, they go, Oprah, Dr. Phil, I just want a nice guy. He can be my friend and my lover. We can go antique shopping on Sunday mornings, and we can go to Perkins and do the buffet at lunch. Bull crap. They want the guy who jerks them around, okay? They want the guy who cheats on them and gives them Hep C.
Oh, wow.
They're lying about what they want.
You jaded.
They want drama. And the guy who can provide the drama is the guy who wins with broads. And I know that because I was that guy, minus the Hep C. Okay?
Oh, wow.
So I'm just saying, right? The worse you are, the more they want you.
Oh, wow. All right, Eddie.
That's a pool of
Bible. That's Bible. That's cap, Tory. That's cap.
Yes.
That's capped.
Hey, I think
I capped that.
I think you just capped the whole clowning with Eddie segment.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I appreciate you for tapping in, Eddie, as usual.
It's always laughter.
Thank you for bringing the comedy to the show.
Facts.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Coming with straight truth.
When you mix anything with white supremacy, it fails. I think feminism is great. I really do. I want women to be as feminist as they want to be and fight for their rights, because as a man, I literally lose nothing. That's the same mode of thinking where people believe if African Americans have total equality and fairness, that white people are going to lose something. No, they won't. Won't lose anything.
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Milwaukee Black Talk.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other. Leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, Teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
From my family and myself, I would like to say thank you to Gruber Law Offices for taking such good care of us.
I would say thank you because you were so human and so much of a friend during the whole process.
I'm super grateful for them representing me and doing all that they did for me.
I would just say thank you for making me feel better.
That's why I'm here, to say thank you, thank you, thank you.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
In our community, you will find a Center for Food Security. You'll discover a Center for Behavioral Health Support, a proven Center for Home Care, a successful Center for Employment, a Center for Trauma Recovery, and more. We are Centers for Independence. Find out how you can support Centers for Independence's work and mission at cfihope.org/independence.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Hey, safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping up since my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me keep the heat even when I'm in foreigns. I'm heartless, cause these niggas is hating on me just because I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest, the largest. 30K on my riches for hard times. These niggas just mad cause they in my archives. Jordan came back to the 4-5. If you play then you lay right there by your own kind. Pull up a 4 in a loco. Tell them run this bitch back like so-so. Got this rap here in the chokehold. Did a show out in Austin. Shout out to Bobo. Moved out the trenches, now look how we live. Tell my BM to furnish the crib. Walk out the mall with some shoes for the
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Elizabeth Brown in studio.
Yeah.
Truth Nation, we talking about gentlemen.
Yes. Good men.
Is the gentlemen's finishing last, or are they messing with the wrong people that don't appreciate a gentleman?
That part.
I mean, because
you in the wrong.
Because you don't change being a gentleman
you
if
the
you're
right
a gentleman.
man. You just in the wrong arena.
You done went and got the bad biddy that may not. Be there for that. Maybe the sexy red. Maybe when it got the sexy red.
It's good to you, but it ain't good for you.
Right. I'm just asking because a lot of men are saying, "Hey, I'm a nice guy. Nice guys finish last," and I just say, okay, maybe the vibration. Maybe you got to switch up the vibration you attracted to.
Because even good women, who get bad guys, again, like T. Smith was talking about, you meet the representative, but when you find out that they done switched up, you have to make the adjustments. Like, this ain't what I signed up for. That ain't what you sold me when I bought it. So I'm going to subtract myself because this ain't no longer adding up.
Rico, you on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Clarify, how long do I have, Poppy?
hey, shoot it out there. Take the shot.
This is a topic I can go in quite in depth. You're talking about now. It comes down to, what do you expect? Like, there's nothing to be an assertive man when you say what you mean. Are you doing something out of the kindness of your heart, or are you doing it to expect something in return? You cannot finish last if you get your payment ahead of time, if you understand. And if you honor
your
word,
payment ahead of time.
It does not feel like losing. Just honor the agreement. It's good business, proper communication.
Mm-hmm.
But it also comes into what kind of people you attract. Imagine this scenario. Let's say you are on a college campus, right? Mm-hmm. And there are certain terms used to describe a certain person. Let's say a black male, right?
Right.
And, with the influence of hip-hop and pleasure habits of like the marijuana smoke and the popping bottles, you might attract somebody who wants to have a good time with what do you say, a real one, I guess, or something like that. So how would that sound to you on a college campus, and what kind of attention do you think that would sound or attract? You understand what I'm saying here?
Go right ahead. We listening.
So you attract this female on this college campus, and you have this attitude of being like not too studious or scholarly, but more like some kind of generic off-brand rapper. You smoke your marijuana, and you want to play basketball, but you don't work out. You understand what I'm saying here?
Mm-hmm.
You don't pay attention to the proper things, put in the effort where you should be putting in your effort. Then you end up with somebody who's just a baby mama instead of a companion. You understand what I'm saying here?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hey. That's what Tony Smith was basically saying. A lot of people start out putting out impressions that they can't keep up with.
Facts.
Or even some people will lessen themselves to attract something.
And then be mad that that's what you attracted. Like, that's what you put out there.
Because I know a lot of people that got jobs, but they want to be a rapper.
Right.
So they got a nice job, but then on the downtime when they out in the clubs, they got the chain on. They out here, trying to attract, but then they wondering why they not being successful in a certain realm when they had to lessen or try to act like they were something that they weren't.
Yes.
And attracted it off of that.
My daddy told me and my sisters, because he only had 4 daughters, and he said, if y'all out here campaigning like hoes, don't get mad when you get elected as one. So it's the way that you carry yourself. It's the, you can't get mad because that's what you was promoting.
All right, Mr. Moore, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
What up, King? What up, Queen?
Hey,
what up,
how you doing?
And Brownstone. Y'all talking that Brownstone and that T-Pain stuff. Listen, let me tell you. Hey, that sounded like my buddy Pablo. wanted to play basketball, but he wasn't in shape. He wanted the best girl, but he didn't have no game. And college, hey, ain't nobody thinking about having no relationship. Hey, I'm in college. I'm drinking, smoking, and playing the middle. That's it. But once I got out of that part of that life, I learned from watching my uncles, aunties, and stuff like that what relationships was it about.
Yeah.
And if I was a gentleman, me being a gentleman is just me opening the door. Now, let me get past that. When I got into a relationship, I told the person that I wanted to be with, look, you don't ask me for nothing. Don't ask me for nothing. If I see you need something, I'm going to get it.
Yeah, you tap in.
I'll take care of it.
Salute.
Don't do that. Then they don't do that. That be the people around them. They're asking to get you a six-pack. Asking to get you some cigarettes. All that old nonsense. But once you get that understanding, everything goes smooth. It's just when you get outside in public and people see that energy, you get a lot of hate. But, just keep moving through it. It's nothing. Just, hey, first, last, long as I place, I'm good. I ain't got to come in first. So I'll tell the little young dudes that I teach how to fish, don't think about coming in first place. First place, yes, is $300,000. The second, third, fourth, all the way up to 40th, you get 10 G's.
Right, so you
win.
win.
You only pay $1,000, so you winning. So stop worrying about first place.
Hey, salute.
All right. Hey, look, first place ain't really.
It's your mindset.
Getting the goal.
Yeah, it ain't a loss unless you feel like a loser.
Get the bronze. Yeah, the
it
bronze.
ain't a loss unless you feel like a
loser.
loser.
The bronze still is a medal.
All facts. Again, it's a mindset though.
Hey.
So if you feel like you lost,
but is you gonna get on the Wheaties box with the bronze?
Her Wheaties box.
Oh, that's right. If she,
damn,
right. That's powerful.
Hey,
look, DJ Brother Z, you been listening to this? Do you feel that nice guys or gentlemen, like, do you feel like that they're treated with the respect that they deserve, DJ?
No, we don't get the respect we deserve.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Hey, I'm sorry, y'all don't get the respect y'all deserve.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, on the behalf of the women, a lot of times if y'all are being treated bad, that's usually because they done ran into. Because usually, Tory, especially me and you be talking. Right. The good girls usually run into the bad guys, and the good guys run into the bad girls.
Right.
Like, we in the wrong places at the wrong time, and our loyalty to these relationships, we stay too long. We have to learn how to we have to learn how to move around.
And the thing is, I think that when we talk about, overlooking, the flaws of others too,
Yes.
Because you be like, okay, well, this person ain't perfect.
Right.
But I'm going to stick it out because I'm not expecting them to be perfect.
Facts.
I'm just expecting them to be worth it.
Right.
So, that process, but sometimes.
But you can't keep passing the same thing and then expecting something different.
Right.
At some point in a relationship, if a person unable to, because some people giving you the best that they got, and that don't mean that he or she is not a good person. They just not the good person for you. Certain things that you need, they're unable to provide, and you have to have the know-withal to know that even though this person is a good person and I love this person, they can never be the person that I need.
Right. And sometimes you come to the reality that people do hit that fork in the road.
Yes.
Too. Like, if you're with somebody over a decade or, years that went by, if they don't make the readjustments to stay on the same road, then it turns into a fork.
It does. And you have to take a turn. Or you can stay and play and wind up messed up, but you can't blame them because, again, nobody is holding a gun. That's your free will. You're trying to stay and change them. And in the process of you thinking you can change them, they wind up changing you. And then you're walking around like Eddie, jaded. You know what I'm saying? It's all women. Like, no.
Oh, wow.
It's not.
Look, I'll say this. The best thing that we can do is try to make sure that we're in tune with us. And like I said, everybody got their do's and don'ts.
All facts.
And sometimes you compromise your do's and don'ts because love will make you compromise. If you really love somebody or you get smitten by a person, that love will make you compromise the do's and don'ts.
Yes, it does.
And a lot of people, they don't, they want to act like, a certain thing, but love is a whole different vibration. So it'll make you overlook a bunch of stuff because that you may not look at them as a regular person. You may look at somebody that you truly care about. You want the best for them. And then you start compromising because the love inside of you is like, okay, let me get it some time. So you got to wrestle with that.
Hey, you got to take responsibility because at that point, you're risking it knowing that this person has been unable to give you what you need. And that's you trying to taking it on personal, saying that I love this person and I can love this person enough.
Love them to life.
Hey, and sometimes some got to die for some to live. So you have to learn how to love them enough. Love them enough to let them go. Love you enough, but you got to go.
All right, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we got a situation where I believe this guy was a gentleman.
He was.
But he still got kicked off the plane. We're going to talk about it when we get back. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Telly Hughes with his truth.
I want to stress the importance of a positive mindset. Everything begins as a thought before it ever becomes an action. So it's extremely important to purposely place yourself in positive spaces to help shape and nurture those thoughts. I know you're probably thinking, okay, Telly, let's be realistic. Look, I get it. You may work with people with bad energy, or you may even be related to people who are negative by nature. In this journey called life, there will be many things that come your way that's out of your control. But what you can control is how you respond. Understand this. You have the right to either tap in or tap out of whatever energy that may come your way. And that's how you can control and protect your positive spaces. The mind is where it all starts, and if your thoughts are centered around positivity, you'll see how things begin to transform. You'll see a noticeable difference between things happening for you versus things always happening to you. You begin to grow through situations as opposed to just going through tough situations. Make it a priority to surround yourself with positive people and create those positive spaces and begin to experience the fruits of what a positive mindset can produce. Trust me, it takes work to creating these spaces, and you have to be intentional about it. And I'm committed to putting in the work because I'm living proof that it's well worth the peace a positive mindset brings.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 1017 The Truth. Listen to Truth Be Told with DT and Telly weekdays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
September baseball is coming, and every Brewers game means even more this time of year. Get to American Family Field as the crew takes on the Rockies September 6th through the 8th. Get your seats now at Brewers.com.
I feel so stuck.
The Veterans Crisis Line is here for you. Dial 988, then press 1 to call.
For general contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat.
Brands are undervaluing black social media influencers by a lot. That's according to research from Nielsen's Influence Scope platform, which dives into how brands can best use social media to reach the right people. Influence Scope's top 4 black influencers deliver an average social media value of over $1 million. I spoke with Charlene Polite-Corley, Nielsen's VP of Diverse Insights and Partnerships, and she told me brands that aren't using black influencers are missing out.
Investing with black influencers, big and small, to carry your message and promotion with the audience really can make a difference. Whether it's a new program, whether it's a new product, considering investing in the black influencer, there's just more bang for the buck there.
Nielsen also finds that black adults are more than 70% likely to buy something endorsed by an influencer they follow. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This is Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Brandon Sneid. Milwaukee Brewers fell to the St. Louis Cardinals on Tuesday night. This one going in extra innings, 12 to be exact. They fall 7-4. Game 3 is set for tonight at American Family Field. First pitch is set for 6:40. With that loss last night, the Crew falling to a record of 81-58. They entered the day with a 10-game lead in the NL Central over the Chicago Cubs. And last of the Green Bay Packers are officially wheels up en route to Brazil as they get set to take on the Eagles Friday night. Head coach Matt LaFleur looking at the positives ahead of the team's international travel.
Yeah, I think there's some advantages to it in the fact that we're playing on a Friday. So you'll have, by the time we get back here on Saturday, the guys will have all Saturday and Sunday to kind of recover and recruit, and then we'll get back at it on Monday.
Kickoff is set for Friday night at 7:15. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
Could we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? I could really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now.
Yeah, I could use a dream or a genie.
Truth Nation, the 2024 presidential election is 2 months away. And to help you make an informed decision on our country's next leader, we will be broadcasting the U.S. presidential debate on Tuesday, September 10th, starting at 8 p.m. Again, that is the presidential debate between Madam Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump on Tuesday, September 10th at 8 p.m. right here on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth, Milwaukee Black Talk. Elizabeth Brown,
yeah.
We got a situation
We do.
that is going viral right now.
Yes, it is.
Of a black male.
Yes.
And he was skipped in line at the airport.
Yes.
And he expressed his concerns.
As he should have.
As a gentleman.
As a gentleman.
And he missed his flight home.
They told him. They made him miss his flight.
Well, let's listen to what he was
Angel's
trying
been
to
called
say.
to handle a dispute between two passengers.
The lady's jumped in front of me. I told her to get out from front of me. Come on, where?
I told him that I stepped in front of you. There.
I don't appreciate this at all.
Seems the woman in question has a B boarding card. But as the Bs had already boarded, she stepped in line ahead of the other passengers in the C line.
Excuse me, I'm not invisible. I paid the same ticket she paid. She could just jump in front of me and act like I don't exist. Excuse me, let me get this off my chest. I'm not invisible. She jumped in front of me. I asked her that was very rude. I don't appreciate it. So then she turned around and started cussing me out. Okay? I didn't do nothing. So then she turned around and cussed me out some more. I said, I think you need to go somewhere else. So then she stepped out of the line. Now all this is because of that. What did I do?
You don't have to yell, sir. We just
Excuse me, I'm upset.
Okay. Well, that lady over there is crying as well. We had witnesses.
I don't understand this. You didn't call her over here and interrogate her?
Okay, she was very upset.
About what?
Yeah,
about getting in front of me and cussing me out?
Sir. All right, I'm sorry.
I'm insulted. And I need the apology somewhere around here. I'm a paying customer, ain't I?
Were you trying to go to?
Las Vegas, home.
Okay, and you're on this. Let me see the next flight.
Why do I have to have a next flight?
I can't let you board on this flight.
Why?
Because right now, a lot of people are intimidated and are frightened of him. Because
What
the way
people are
he's
intimidated and
shouting.
frightened?
Okay, I'm not going to go into names or anything.
You know what?
All I
My
know
brother
some
is a
people-
police officer. Do I need to call him? This is ridiculous. If they no, let me just say one. Let me say one thing. If he does not fly, that woman better not be on the plane either. It's as simple as that. But
Lady
that-
cussed me out, jumped in front of me. I asked her not to do it. She got out of the way. Now I can't fly home.
He's upset because he's a little louder than this was, and this woman went off.
Oh, hell no.
This gentleman's upset because he said a lady in line jumped in front of him.
She wasn't in line,
But
and she jumped
clearly, again, it was he fits the MO, and you see what they said. Why are you? You're intimidating somebody. She's very upset. She's crying, so we're gonna let her fly, and you're gonna stand here. Again, we have to understand, Truth Nation, we have to understand that in the world of the wicked, the righteous is going to get, crucified.
Look,
we fighting a battle against...
So you tell me, we on the plane, all of a sudden, some lady get in front of me.
You in line to get on the plane.
Hey, you skipping me.
Yeah.
I raised concerns about it.
Correct.
And I'm the one that's missing the flight home. Because I've raised concerns.
And she cussed you out.
And now, then she cussed him out.
Yes.
Now, and then she
Twice.
said, now she's over there acting like the victim.
Now she in tears. White girl tears.
And now I'm the one that's, being restricted from the flight.
Correct.
Because people are intimidated because I'm trying to address an issue.
And he ain't cussed one time.
Hey. 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. Should he have been taken off the plane for expressing his concerns for being skipped in the line, cussed out? He was definitely mishandled.
Yes.
And I'm wondering, did the woman get on the flight?
Yes, they said that she was upset and they was going to let her fly. But
wow.
I don't know what was the end result because he was still advocating for himself, and then his sister was advocating for him too, which is good. Because again, in that situation,
did that advocation work?
If it was him skipping her and she flipped out.
Oh, it would have been some police called. Okay.
Yes.
And then the fact that he's a man, sometimes when men express themselves, then people try to use that as saying that they're afraid and intimidated.
Yes.
Because the deep voice, the bass that come from a male's voice, it seems like it's frowned upon.
It is.
I mean, if you're the code switcher, hey, wait a minute, maybe
Exactly.
something. What's going on? What's wrong
we've been
here?
talking about all day.
Maybe he probably would have
He's
made
not
the
a
flight.
threat. He didn't feel right, or if he
took
was
the bass out of his voice.
Facts. Or smacking his lips, they would have, gave him a pass. But the reality of what we are experiencing, because it even happened with women, because it happened with me all the time. I'm feeling it. They say they fear for their life because we get loud.
Well, that's a weapon though. That's a strategy.
It is a strategy.
Once you get loud, then I can be in fear.
Mm-hmm.
Then no matter if I'm wrong, I can combat that with that.
Correct.
And then throw the whole situation off on something else.
confrontational.
Make myself the victim, even though I created the incident.
Correct.
Black Conscious, you on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
Flying home while black. Wow. So, as they sat there, of course, he was foaming at the mouth. He had fire coming from his eyes. There was smoke coming from his ears. Oh, not to mention that he had dreadlocks. Oh, my God. He could do anything on this plane. And, yes, she probably flew home. They probably gave her all type of perks, extra peanuts, extra water, made sure
upgraded to first class.
Yeah.
Hey, drove her all the way to the crib, stayed at the house and watched. Stayed at the house overnight and made sure that nobody come. This is all crap.
Mm-hmm.
Now, should he went in a different approach? Some might say, but he had every right to be upset, especially after getting cursed out.
Yeah.
Right.
And he still didn't curse.
Come on.
He just wanted somebody to explain what was going on.
Right. Now, of course, when we feel unjust, and sometimes we get a little irate, but ain't no way this Becky finna come and just talk to me like I ain't squat.
Come on.
And then you guys come and vouch for her.
Yep.
Flying
They definitely came to her rescue.
They did. They said he upset her.
They tried to pull that toxic masculinity.
All facts. And that's the lack
we need to stick
testosterone.
together by any means possible in these situations. Though his sister tried to talk up, it wasn't enough.
And she had to get aggressive.
She again.
My brother is a cop. Shall I call him? That ain't working.
Right.
No.
He ain't gonna do nothing but fall in line. He gonna come and arrest them.
That ain't it, sister. That ain't it. You need to come with something better than that one.
Hey.
But wow.
Flying while black.
Look, let me tell you something. That to me shows where we are right now in America.
The culture.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, all the brother did was just try to express what happened
how he felt.
And the fact that he was disrespected.
Come on.
Not only did he talk to her about skipping, she cussed him out.
He was the victim.
He was the victim.
Right. Mm-hmm. No, turned around and cussed him out twice.
Yes, it was 2 times. And then went over there and started crying. And they put the cape on for her.
And you know when they put them tears out, oh my God, here we go.
That done burned down cities right there.
They been white woman tears been killing black men since.
That done had a lot of townships burned to the ground.
Speak on it, sister. Speak on it. Now listen, y'all. The next thing we do, next time a person of something like that get in front of you, kick her in the back and say, "Hey, I don't know what happened."
Oh wow. Then they go pull out the batons.
You go get put off the flight anyway. Make it worthwhile.
But we gonna have a couple lumps on your head.
King.
You gonna be in handcuffs talking about you. You gonna be in handcuffs talking about you can't breathe.
That's all right. Hey, it ain't
in the back of your neck.
The Willie lump. It ain't the first time. It won't be the first. Definitely won't be the last.
Wow.
Salute.
We built strong like that.
Hey.
Black power.
All right. Hey, like I said, this is a gentleman though.
Yeah.
Somebody that didn't swear, didn't lose his cool.
He sure did.
He just was talking in his voice. He's expressing himself.
Yes.
Knowing the disrespect was there, knowing that he was being disrespected by the staff.
Yes.
And he was trying to express himself to say, hey, look, I'm the one that's being treated unfairly, but yeah, he still got the short end of the stick.
Yes, because we have to understand to be in this world and not of it. Like I said, the world, when you think about the wickedness that's in this world, the righteous are the ones who are being crucified for doing the right things. We're not getting the jobs. We're not getting the help, because we're doing what's right. So we got to understand that to be righteous, there is a heavy price that we have to pay
like
being righteous.
Waiting for the next plane.
That part.
See, this is where I say, if he had a code switched,
I don't think it would have mattered.
I'm just saying
but I
this.
get it.
I'm just throwing it out there because sometimes the bass in your voice, people get scared. So if you're, hey, brother, how you doing? Hey, is everybody fine today? Wait a minute. You shouldn't have skipped me. You shouldn't have got in front of me, miss. And you know what? I just think that you're wrong for escaping me. And, I'm just trying to get home. And if you can just kindly move to the side.
Hey, maybe somebody need to do, on the YouTube, maybe they need to try that to see what that gonna look like. But
well, they move you up when you talk like that to the manager. Hey, come on.
Hey,
he's friendly.
I don't know, man.
They like I was talking about Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
And I said Shaquille O'Neal was a beast on the court.
Yeah.
But when he does commercials, he's clumsy.
Yeah.
When he does entertainment,
he's comical.
He knows how to pick his comical spots. And then he falling through Christmas trees. And he's a big goofball.
He like to dance.
Yeah, he do the goofball and the shucking and jiving because they like the friendly giant.
Yes.
They like the friendly ogre, like Shrek. They like you to be big and strong, but they like you to be under control.
Like Tyler Perry.
Yeah, they don't want you to be angry and masculine and nothing
but
like that.
But not even angry, not just angry. Again, black men have to lower their voice. They have to walk in without the confidence because that's a threat. Anytime, even when we're talking about young black boys, when they walk with their head up, it's an issue. They have to be timid. They have to be, like they have to downplay.
Good evening, everybody.
Right. Take the bass out your voice.
Right.
Like, why are you talking so loud? Like, no.
I be looking at brothers, be like, why are you talking like that?
Hey.
Well, I gotta make it, brother.
Carlton.
Hey, brother, it's hard out here. I gotta do what I gotta do to make it, brother.
Remember the movie Get Out. Remember Get Out. Hey. It's real.
Brother, I gotta, Hey, you got to do what you got to do, brother. I got to do what I got to do, brother. Hey, look, when we come back, we going to get an update on what's going on in Georgia with this school shooting. They got suspect in custody. When we come back, we're going to try to get an update on that. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app at 1017thetruth.com.
Do you want to learn more about health and nutrition? Join me every Saturday and Sunday at 2 p.m. right here on 101.7 The Truth. I'm Dr. Amanda Williams, Chief Scientific Officer at Invite Health, and I'll cover topics from arthritis, diabetes, heart disease, and beyond, giving you tips and tools to optimize your health and wellness. You don't want to miss this show. Be sure to tune in every Saturday and Sunday at 2 p.m.
More than 6 million kids in the U.S. have ADHD, and many aren't getting the support they need. At understood.org, we can help. Sometimes in class, the only thing your child can focus on are the thoughts racing through their head.
Why am I always falling behind? Why do I feel so alone? So different.
Your child is looking to you for answers. But as a parent, you probably have a lot of questions too. What should I do next? Where do I even start? At understood.org, we provide parents with the resources they need to help kids with ADHD thrive. Your child wants to thrive. Be the reason they do. Visit understood.org/the reason to get started.
Okay, Fred, so I got some questions.
What's up?
Where should I go if I want to start my own business?
You go to EerieInsurance.com.
Okay, Fred, so where should I go if my kid needs an internship or if I need a job? Where do I go?
You go to EerieInsurance.com.
Okay, so what if I want to work for a company that believes in diversity, has great benefits, and growth for people like us?
You already know. It's EerieInsurance.com.
Man, so Fred, I just need to go to Erie Insurance?
Go to EerieInsurance.com for all that you need.
It's amazing! Black and Brown Runaround 5K is a diverse group dedicated to empowering others and overcoming obstacles. Their mission to bring unity to the Milwaukee's Black and Brown communities and support those in need. They partner with Lead to Change, a nonprofit that's changing lives by equipping young people with the tools they need to succeed in college, their careers, and the community, ensuring security and stability for all. Together, we can build a stronger, more united community. Black and Brown Runaround empowers everyone to be able to run the town.
Bikers need protection, not just from other drivers, but unfortunately from insurance companies too. If you've been injured in a motorcycle crash, call Gruber Law Offices today. Bikers are often blamed for causing the accident because the insurance companies simply don't want to pay. At Gruber Law Offices, we've been fighting for injured bikers and their families for more than 30 years. Trust us to fight for what you deserve. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Milwaukee College Prep, dedicated to closing the opportunity gap for children in Milwaukee, redefining what's educationally possible so more children can pursue their dreams. They can't do it alone. Join Milwaukee College Prep Thursday, October 17th, and take a stand in closing the opportunity gap for Milwaukee students. Your support means quality education accessible to over 2,000 students in Milwaukee. Together we can close the opportunity gap. Enjoy food, drinks, and a chance to learn more. Purchase tickets at 2024takeastand.givesmart.com. Hey, Elizabeth Brown, once again, another powerful conversation today.
Yes, so needed.
You know, with the airplane situation, once again, we see where this brother had valid points.
Valid.
Expressed himself
properly.
And still got the short end of the stick.
And still got the short end of the stick.
Didn't even get the fact that he didn't even swear at nobody or anything.
telling you.
And he was the one that was cussed out.
Perfect gentleman. Because it could have went another way. You know,
Right.
He held his composure because that was a real man. That was
a gentleman.
Period.
But he was demonized.
He was definitely he was mistreated.
He was the victim.
Yes.
And they turned him into the victim.
The villain. Mm-hmm. They turned him into the villain.
Right.
You know, just
They
for
turned him
being
into the
black,
villain, yeah.
because he was concerned. He spoke his concern. He was supposed to just shut up and fly. You know, but again, like I said, you know, it's our turn. We in the front, King, and we having these real conversations because again, like we began the show, we've been programmed to act a certain way, do certain things, and right now it's a time for us. It's a pivotal time for us to find out who we are to us, not who they told us we was.
And it's never been a better time, like I said, to regroup, rethink, and reshape because the energy out here is heavy.
Yes.
A lot of people are struggling.
Yep.
A lot of people are coming to the realization that, hey, you know, what can we do? How can we get past what's going on in our neighborhoods, what's going on, how can we get past the obstacles that are in front of us? And the thing is, we have to have more empathy toward each other and listen to each other to the point where we can come up with result-based conclusions.
Facts.
And not everybody's going to come to that table because some people are paid to do what they're doing.
Exactly.
Some people have gotten money to push an agenda that's going to eventually not result in a tangible outcome for the community. So no, everybody's not going to be able to participate because some people are on a mission, a paid mission that cause confusion.
Facts.
And you got to come to that realization as well. But while we're trying to figure it out, we got to make sure that we become more empathetic for the struggle that we're up against. And I think a lot of people, they have came to the conclusion that, okay, every person for themselves, they're in survival mode.
Yes.
And it's what they can get, survival of the fittest.
Correct. Because right now, like I said, the helpers need help. Those of us that have been helping, we're in need right now. So when you think about that, everybody is hurting right now, and it's a pivotal time for us to make sure that we're paying attention, and not to mention giving ourselves the credit for surviving through what we've survived through, and know that it's okay not to be okay. It's just not okay for you to hurt other people or cause, you know, victims out here. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay not to be okay. It's okay to express yourself. And that don't mean that you're going to get the flight home.
Right.
But at the same time, he represented black men well, because that's what real black men do. Express themselves. They're not over emotional. He expressed himself well.
And he's not invisible.
And he's not invisible.
And a lot of black men feel like they have to be invisible to get by.
Yes. Yes. Your blackness is deadly.
He said, you know, and that's crazy because when he said, I'm not invisible.
Exactly.
Y'all going to hear what happened. That to me was powerful because sometimes they want you to be invisible. Shut up.
Yeah.
You know,
take it.
Do what I tell you to do.
Exactly.
And keep it moving.
Yes. And
even if you is being disrespected.
And that's...
Even if you feel like you're being disrespected.
It's a new day.
Smile, show your teeth, and keep it moving.
Be seen and not heard. And it's so over for that. And that black man stood up and he represented himself well, and he represented black men well. And at the end of the day, that's what a real man look like. That's what a gentleman looks like. And he's a good guy. Well, and he didn't finish first in the terms of getting the flight home, but he represented himself well.
He got home last.
Yes, but he made himself, you gonna see me.
Right. Well, like I said, I wonder, can he get a lawsuit from that?
I hope so.
All right, Elizabeth Brown, I appreciate you for being on the front lines.
Hey, as always,
as usual.
Hey, it's a pleasure.
We got a lot of work to do.
Let's get it.
All right, DJ Brother Z.
All right, Tory, left for 1-4. Let's get it. All right, Queen.
All right, King.
All right, Truth Nation, I appreciate y'all for joining us for another powerful conversation. Hey, join me tomorrow for another powerful conversation. And I'll tell you this, the debates is coming up between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. We're going to see what the talking points might be tomorrow on tomorrow's show. So I'm going to need y'all to tap in. Once again, make sure you look both ways before you cross the street. Make sure if you're driving, green don't always mean go. And I love you, Dr. Ken Harris. Up next.
If I don't switch up, I just laugh. Put my kicks up on they desk. Unaffected by they threats. Then get busy on they